Guys, today's podcast wouldn't be brought to you without our sponsors. Sideline Sports Bar in Salem, open 365 days a year, along with full kitchen menu till 12:30 a.m. nightly. Catch all the action on over 40 HD TVs inside or outside in the 90-foot tent or covered patio with fire pits. There's no better place to have a few drinks and enjoy a game. Follow them at Sideline Salem. And our second sponsor, Uplift Provisions Company. Uplift is a company built right here in Massachusetts. They are a brand built on overcoming life's greatest difficulties. Uplift Provisions Company wants to help you overcome anything, and they believe you should look like a badass while doing it. Find your inner artist and create the best version of yourself using their unique line of hairstyling products. Regain the confidence to go after the things you've been wanting to conquer. It's time to stop waiting. It's time to uplift. As a company, they feel it is very important to give back. This means donating time and money to helping others. Uplift is in their company name, and that's what they plan and try to do. Uplift Provisions Company donates a portion of all sales to the Family Restored, a nonprofit that helps families and individuals suffering from addiction. You can learn more about this at https://thefamilyrestored.org. Also, all of their products are completely hypoallergenic. That's people with eczema or any other skin conditions. Uplift Provisions are all completely safe to use. You can look them up on Instagram at Uplift Provisions CO, Facebook as well.
He is like
Tito from Rocky
I feel
Horror
like
is kind of funny.
Don't you feel like he could be like 5 different races?
Nico?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, his
Like I don't know what you'd call that. Like not like racial blindness, but like racial ambiguity. Ambiguity.
racially conflicted.
Yes, like you look at him and you don't know. Like one day,
If
like
you
right
told me
now,
Nico
he
was
looks
like
like he has a
Hawaiian.
little Asian in him.
Well, yeah. Then if you
See,
told me,
my eyes too. My eyes aren't like
but if
poppy.
you also
I'm smiling,
Albert,
it's always,
Albert,
like,
if you also
squinted.
told me he was like Samoan of some kind of Pacific island, I'd probably believe it.
I can
do
see
you
that.
guys
Anything but black, really.
Do you guys remember how mad he
You
used
probably
to
have
get?
some black in you though.
Yeah,
Probably.
not
We all
below the
do.
waist,
I
but
Do
maybe in my
you
man.
remember how mad he used to get when we would call him Nico from
Puerto Rico, yeah.
Yeah, because that's not.
from Puerto Rico.
Yeah, that's not funny.
It actually is funny because it got you,
You guys,
so mad.
yeah, because you guys, yeah. Nah, I never forget. Nah,
That's because you had a
Puerto
tan.
Rico.
What happened to your tan? It's like you don't even have a tan. I think I
I
got a
don't
better
go.
tan than
I
you.
don't go outside anymore. That's probably what it is.
So you're just a hermit.
I mean, hey, I told. Why did no one else pick up on that? That you only picked up on that.
Yeah, I got it.
What the fuck is wrong with you? I was like, I'm kind of a starfish. I was like, what? I was like, lives under a rock, dude. Really?
I got that
Hey,
instantly.
you fucking serious?
Like
guys?
immediately.
Yeah,
That
you saved
clicked
us
in
on
me.
that.
I'm dumb as shit.
I
Like,
clicked immediately.
Yeah.
All right, are we ready?
Oh, you're rolling. I started. So
Oh, you didn't.
Oh, good. I like that. That's good.
All right then.
Well, alrighty then.
All right. Well, anyway, welcome to episode. Is this officially episode 2 of the
Yes.
Bad Brain podcast?
Yes.
Right?
I
We're on
believe
episode
so.
2.
Yes.
All right, I'm here with Justin, Al, and Nico. Your host, Mark, obviously, guys. What did we want to start off with today, you guys?
And that lasted long with headphones.
Yeah, I'm trying to go back and forth. I'm trying to see I'm more cognizant of where I am at the mic now.
That's
too.
all you got to
I'm
worry
right here.
about. Yeah,
So,
yeah, all day long.
I'm
Brand no
I'm in a
wheels.
more comfortable mic position than I was in past weeks. So
Way better. Yes.
Yeah. So that as long as everybody can hear me, I think that's good, right?
Yeah.
Let's open up with a quick. Do we want to do the snake draft later? Or you guys want to save? You want to save that? What do you guys think you want to do?
Yeah, I want to save it.
Okay, perfect. Real quick sports thought to throw out to you guys. Real quick, nothing fantasy. I know how you guys feel with that, but regular sports talk. So the 49ers just reworked Jimmy G's contract, right? Now, a lot of people are saying they're having these trepidations about Trey Lance. Is this guy good enough? And what I didn't really, I'm not going to lie, I kind of missed this on the 49ers, right? Is they've quietly been like the most competitive team in the NFL for almost 6 or 7 years. So they've been in 2 out of the last 3 NFC Championship games. They beat Rodgers in both of them.
Big defense.
Yeah. And it sucks because I feel bad. They were in kind of a precarious position with that number 3 overall pick, right? That they traded up, by the way, to get. They needed a quarterback. Jimmy G wasn't going to be the guy. I feel like they're in the biggest rock and a hard place of any NFL team right now. Real quick, what is you guys? I just want to open up.
All right. So, if you trade up in the draft, that means that's your guy. You like that guy. You're committed to that guy. You see what he has for the future and what he holds, in that he's going to drive home a franchise.
I would agree.
Now, if you're listening to the media that talks out of campus, the kid's got all the credentials. Like on paper, it all looks good. Like kid's over 6'4", I think. He's got a rocket of an arm, about like 250. It's kind of like your picture perfect modern day quarterback. He's having trouble. He's missing easy throws. It's not. The sounds of it aren't looking as good as what everybody kind of wanted to paint the picture. And yeah, I heard a little bit over on the radio on the way over here. Someone's going to be on the hot seat if something doesn't turn around. I think it's actually really smart that they kept Jimmy Garoppolo in the back pocket, because if this thing goes eastbound and down, you're going to need somebody at the helm. Because like you said, that team's always been competitive. Never had a quarterback to put them over the top.
and I feel like
They had they were in that Super Bowl. They were leading in that Super Bowl. They gave that game away. Jimmy G pissed that game away. He had him wide open over the middle, blew it.
Yeah.
So,
the
and
Kansas City game, you mean?
yeah, in the Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and I think that's
You're talking the Emmanuel Sanders throw when he was past the defense.
Yeah,
It's like
right
a
over
minute
the-
40
right-
left.
yeah, right over the middle, and I think from that point on is where Kyle Shanahan and then the whole staff and John Lynch kind of drew a line in the sand and was like, we need change now, and then so that's my take on it. I think that
I think it's good for them to have a solid backup. With a mobile quarterback, you can get hurt very easy in this league. So,
I just think that if you're going to trade up and get a guy, before we go to Al's point, I don't think they could have afforded a project guy, like a guy that was like going to be have to sit for a little. I think they needed a guy now, because I don't think Jimmy G's the guy, and now they're going to have to wait longer for Lance. That window, you don't know how long a championship window is, right? They have that elite defense. They got a good O-line. They get by in the running game with like the running backs by committee. They got guys like Deebo Samuel and Ayuk. They have everything else but a quarterback. You need to get They were better off, in my opinion, trading draft picks with somebody like Russell Wilson and bringing him in like a year before. You know what I mean? Instead of like wasting this pick on Lance, and now you're like, this guy's not up to speed. We still got to sit here with Garoppolo, who's not the guy either, and now you're just in a rock and a hard place. Now it's gonna fuck this whole prime window up there, Al.
Yeah, I mean, if you trade up, you got to make sure he's the guy. So they have to keep their eggs in that basket, 100%. I do think them signing Garoppolo, and he's probably going to be like one of the highest paid backups too. I think they're worried. I think they're worried.
It's incentive laden and it's open. It's up to 14
I think
million.
they're worried unless they're trying to get him under contract to trade him, so he could get so he'd be signed like essentially a backup deal, incentive laden. That
Sure.
might help his trade value. So maybe a team would come in and be like, okay, we'll take him now. We like the contract he's under.
Sure.
I mean, otherwise,
Sounds
I don't know what they're doing.
sounds like they're
I have.
It
got
sounds like they were
zero faith
they were so
in
out
Trey
on Jimmy
Lance.
G.
Really?
Zero faith.
They made the claim real early that it was Lance's team and that he was going to take them to the promised land. Now it's not looking so promising. So you sign Jimmy G. You keep Jimmy G in your back pocket. You don't let him go anywhere. They're not going to release him and let him go to somewhere like Seattle. I mean, like.
Do you know that Trey Lance, I think, has 70% completions though in the preseason?
Does he really?
It's preseason. I take it for what it is.
Better stats right now than Jimmy Garoppolo
So-
in the preseason.
And it was just to go to show you a little quick segue here. Not even the Jets. The third string quarterback they had that like led them in touchdowns in the they just released him. They're like third
he
string
had the
quarterbacks.
most rushing yards
Yeah, that kid.
all preseason.
Yeah, him. The white kid. Yeah, they just cut him. And so that's how you know like that's how you can't know what.
You know the old saying: if you have two quarterbacks, you don't have any.
Yes.
That's
Al,
kind of
yes.
where they are
I
right
completely
Oh,
agree.
yeah.
Now, last thought on this topic. If you're either the 49ers, if you're Jet York, the owner of the 49ers, or you're a 49ers fan, how long is the leash for Lynch and Shanahan? Because John Lynch he's built a pretty good roster. I don't know if everybody loves Kyle Shanahan. I would lean more towards Lynch than
Oh,
Shanahan.
they're in bed. They're in bed together. They're in bed together.
Yeah.
They
I think the leash is long. I
Yeah.
think the leash is long.
if you give
Really?
I think the leash is long.
if you're cutting one head off, you're cutting both heads off. Like if they're gonna get rid of Lynch, they're getting rid of Shanahan as well.
I think they
They're
can't
almost a
Shanahan.
shoe-in for NFC championships. Why would you get rid of that right now?
I don't.
Because you're missing the most important part, Al.
I
That's
agree with
why.
that. So they're missing on the quarterback, right? That's what you're saying.
Right.
I still don't think. I mean,
Jay, fine. Really quick, can you pull up the NFL draft from last year? I just want to see the guys taken after Trey Lance.
The
Just a
quarterbacks?
quick point. No, anybody. Just the NFL draft.
Okay.
Go. Continue with the point. I'm sorry.
yeah, I think they've had so much success that it's due to those two people. Because I think when Kyle Shanahan came in like 2017, I want to say.
18,
Right after.
Right after the Falcons Super Bowl, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he came in then, and they were pretty bad, if I recall, during that time. Then he pretty much turned them around into like a perennial,
But that's what I
perennial
mean. Is like I feel
title
you know
contender.
what you're right, but it's weird in the sense that like no one thinks of the 49ers for some reason. Everybody's like picking the NFC winner. You know what I mean? Everybody's like, oh, it's the
Because they
Rams,
don't
it's the
have a
fucking-
quarterback. That
Yeah,
is
and, like,
exactly
no
what's
one ever
holding them
picks
from
the,
it.
Picks the 49ers, and they're right there, like almost every single year.
Every
Jay
single
Fine,
year.
do we have that?
Yeah, I got it up right here.
So fourth after Trey Lance was who?
So after Trey Lance, we go Kyle Pitts, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle.
So stop right there. Do you think they would have benefited from drafting any of those three guys?
It's not that but you have to address the need, and you also have to realize in the draft what's available, right? In that draft, it was all for quarterbacks. It was all for quarterbacks. You've seen those names.
was a great quarterback
It was a
draft.
great quarterback draft.
I get that, right? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, they could have taken who was that? It was Mac Jones was after Trey Lance, and who was the other guy?
Fields.
Oh, Justin
Fields.
Fields.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts.
No.
No,
that's not the same
sorry,
draft.
that was the year. That was the year prior.
Right. Exactly.
Can I pose something?
Yes, please, absolutely.
How much of this do you think is due to the fact that they're in a very competitive division? And the fact that right now the Seahawks are dead in the water without a quarterback, and they would be the front runners to sign Jimmy G. How much do you think they're trying to help themselves get out of their own division?
I don't think Jimmy G is the answer in Seattle that gets them to compete with a team like San Francisco, though.
Ooh, but you
That's
do.
the only
but-
thing.
Yeah, I mean
I
that's
don't
kind
think,
of a
you think Jimmy Garoppolo is the guy that's like gonna be like, we're here now, we're a contender, like, you know what I mean? Like, how much better has Jimmy G really made the 49ers?
It puts them in a better. The Seahawks. It would put them in a better position. Right now, they don't have shit for shit in your most important position, primarily in the NFL. What wins you not what wins you championships, but what brings you home is going to be a quarterback in those big games. So I mean, like again, the Seahawks, that whole thing that we had, like they had a whole good run with the defense and then stacked up on offense. It's all gone now. It's all
So,
diminished.
a
They
lot
have to
of-
rebuild.
The reason I'm asking Jay Fine is because a lot of people were saying in the playoffs last year in that game against fucking Green Bay, like, imagine if this team drafted Micah Parsons. Micah Parsons won, like, what did he go, like 8th overall?
But the 49ers
12th.
have beaten up on.
12th? Did he go 12th?
12, yeah, 12 to Dallas.
Oh, wow, he went that high. And that kid might be the best defensive player in the league right now. So it just goes to show you, like, how they could have doubled down otherwhere, it just shows you different options. But
I think they had to go quarterback.
they did.
Yeah.
No,
I
they
think
did.
that
No,
they
did.
thought he was the best one available at that number, so they could get up to 3. Obviously, they weren't gonna. Jaguars weren't gonna trade up the first pick,
Right.
Right.
so they thought the second quarterback off the board,
Right.
Trey Lance. That's what they thought.
Justin, you have anything to add?
I don't think a lot of people were thrilled with that pick.
No, I think a lot
To
of people.
start,
I
so.
agree with you. I think a lot of people just realized that, like, they had, again, they were in a rock and a hard place. Like, we got to go for this guy. And
I
if
think
he's
that
not,
they.
we're fucked.
I think that they seen Trey Lance and they go, "Oh wow, we have Josh Allen 2.0." That's exactly what I think that they thought that was coming.
I
is
think
that-
he has the most red zone attempts by a quarterback, second most to Josh Allen.
But Nico, if that's
So he's
the-
going to run the ball in there, but
But
how?
Nico,
What's the longevity?
if
And he
that's-
definitely doesn't throw like Josh Allen.
Exactly. If that's, I was
Yeah.
just about to say this, Al. If that's the case, Josh Allen had like 3 years of being a starter at Wyoming. Trey Lance has like 12 college games.
Oh, do you know? Hold on. Do you know? Guess. Let's put a number on this.
Sure.
What do you think? How many career pass attempts do you think he's had since high school? We're
Since-
talking college and pros. How many pass
I
attempts?
saw the stat, and
Do you
it's
remember
something
it?
stupid. Isn't it like 200?
Not
Not
200.
even like.
No, it's more than that. But
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
It's not that. It's something. Like, I don't know.
since high school, so he's been out of how old is he? Is he 22, 23? So we're thinking 5 years.
He had to do. You have to do 3 years in
So
college.
let's say 5 years from 5 years since high school
Hmm.
in competitive games. How many pass attempts do you think he's had?
Somewhere near like 500.
Yeah, it's 503.
Dang
Wow,
it, yeah.
that's like.
I almost
It's
got that.
fucking like
Has anybody got
That's
further
not.
with
That's
less?
not.
I
a good-
get-
That's
how
not a
many
good.
people
But that's
last
not a good. That's not a good sample size. That doesn't sell
Well,
me.
that-
And I
that-
get
well,
all
that's just-
like all the credentials that he looks at, like all the things that he has. Right. If you're gonna weigh him up against someone like Josh Allen, he wasn't in a proven. Let's just also take this in. Wasn't in a proven college state. Like he wasn't in a good college team. He's not battling with the best. Same with Josh Allen, because I think that was kind of a gamble in its own too. Like,
It was.
this
I
guy
think
with
he
a
got
big-
taken 7th.
I agree.
is that guy with a big body, with a big arm, is he really going to be able to produce on an NFL scale, dude? Because
Yeah.
listen, when you
Meanwhile, the best team he plays against is like Colorado State.
exactly, and they're fighting it out in all those like weird divisions. So
How many games does he lose before they put Garoppolo back?
I say 3.
I'd say a whole
No,
year.
I don't think they can do that.
It's got to go a whole year.
I think I don't think it can be 3 games.
You don't think? Okay, so let's say
Really?
4 games out of the gate. They
I
go
think
0
they give him.
4.
I think they give him like 8 games and see what happens. Now, if
He's
they
gotta
go-
do-
If they go 2-6, maybe they start talking about it. But think about the regression.
What if
Unless
they
you
go
want to
0
start
4?
jumping.
They aren't the
don't
San
know.
Francisco 49ers are no slouch team. Like that's not like a team that's like in the shadows. Like that's a
Yes.
historic franchise.
Who's
it has a
their-
lot of history behind
Jay,
it.
fine.
They're
What's
trying
their
to get back to the
schedule?
winning ways.
Yeah, can we get this
Whereas,
schedule?
yeah, I'll pull it. I know they open the season up against the Bears, so that
so
should
chalk
be.
that. That's a W.
Let's see.
No,
Let's see.
I think they win that. Is it?
Let's see. That's a game though that defense could put pressure. That defense
Oh well,
could
they're
bring
gonna.
pressure.
Yeah, they're gonna put pressure on.
They're gonna
Fields.
put pressure
Fields
on
will
him.
have 2 or 3 interceptions, maybe a forced fumble.
Oh,
he'll
Okay,
fumble.
and then
Yeah.
the way that you just brought that's a great point.
Then they'll
I
just
was
run it
thinking
down the
I was
throat.
thinking the
Yeah.
reverse end. I was thinking the Bears defense has always been like as not complete as the team is. New head coach, maybe a little bit
Did they lose the run? Did they lose their linebacker?
Nope.
No,
he
Roquan's
said that
good. He
he's
just
coming.
wants-
That he wants to get paid, and he wants to play more than anything. So he said he's going to play.
49er schedule. We open up against the Bears. Then we're
Wait, are we home or you got to go home or way too?
sorry. Yeah, we're on the road against the Bears, hosting the Seahawks, on the road against the
They
Broncos.
start 2-0. They might lose that Broncos game.
I think they lose the Broncos game. Then they host LA, the Rams.
That's a toss-up.
Then they go to Carolina to play the Panthers. They
Win.
go to the Georgia Dome to play the Dirty Birds, and
Win.
then they host the Kansas City Chiefs October 23rd.
So he's got like a
No,
an
he's got a
easy-
lot. He's got a lot ahead of him. Think about it
I
in the
would say
defensive
he's got
aspect.
a half and half schedule.
He's about to
got-
face the reigning champs, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He's also going to face his opening game is in Soldier Field versus the Bears. It's a good test. That's a great test for the kid.
That's not a good test.
That's not a good test.
I
don't
think it's a
so,
good
Nico.
test.
What
I think
kind
if
of
you-
what kind of test we talking about?
Right.
Thinking about
Like a 2nd grade spelling test? Is that what we're talking about?
no, I'm thinking
You
about. I'm-
act like the Bears are the juggernaut they used to be. They're not even close. Their defense ain't even that great.
all right. Well, I mean, I'm thinking about it that the pressure's on for this kid.
I would say here's where he's in a great situation. He's in a great situation because Jimmy hasn't done much
No.
over there and was still winning games. I think their record's crazy how good it is. If you go back and look at just wins and losses with Jimmy Garoppolo, it's something like 65-17.
Yeah,
something
it is.
stupid.
You're
It's
right,
a
it
stupid
is.
number.
Yeah.
I think that when you have a great defense, which we would say they have a top 5 defense, they've had a top 5
Absolutely.
defense for
you
a
could argue
while.
top 3, maybe the
Yeah.
best. Yeah.
You can win any game.
Yeah.
You can win any single game. So
Agreed.
to say like he's gonna go 2-6 or whatever, or I think he's in a good situation.
So that game in Chicago, is he going to win them the game, or is the defense going to win them the game?
It doesn't matter as long as you win the game, though.
Yeah,
That's
it doesn't
the only thing.
matter.
Like that's
that's
the only
why
thing.
I think the Patriots have a good defense. But this is where we differ. So that's why I think they're gonna win more games. I think when you have a great defense, it can
So
it
much
can
more.
hide a
Yeah.
lot of the mistakes on offense.
Absolutely. Absolutely, it can.
So-
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
That's why I think that he doesn't have as much pressure on. But I don't know. You'd have to talk to a 49ers fan.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
You a 49ers fan, Jay Fine?
No,
No.
I mean I actually like them as
Yeah.
an
I
organization,
I always like the
but
49ers.
yeah.
I did. Oh, excuse me. Nico, you want to bring us some of those questions? We have open questions coming in from social media right now. Nico sourced a couple of them. Nick, do you want to hit us with a couple of those?
yeah,
Segue a little
absolutely.
bit?
So,
We're gonna go rapid fire right here, by the way, right?
yeah, I mean, we'll just break them
Well,
down.
not
So,
rapid fire, but you know what I mean. Yes, sorry. Good.
so I'll give you the first one. So, pro athletes not in the NFL that could play in the NFL. Name one.
So this is anybody not in the NFL.
Okay, I'm gonna read the question again for you, Marco. Pro athletes not in the NFL that could play in the
I
NFL.
think LeBron
Okay.
James would be a great.
I think
tight end.
everyone's gonna say that.
I don't
People
want-
think that.
I don't like that.
I
mean,
think he's
yeah.
a pussy. I think he's a baby back bitch. Do you see how he flops in basketball?
Yeah,
Could you
but
just picture him? Now
Flopping
he
in
is a freak.
basketball
He is a fucking freak of an
flopping
athlete.
in basketball is like that's their thing.
I just
I don't think he
I
can
think
take
he's
the
such
low.
a
I don't.
cunt.
I don't
He's
think.
such a
I don't
fucking
think he
cunt.
could take the physical demands of the NFL. I don't. I really don't.
he's I mean he's old now, but he's injured a lot right now.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Imagine getting hit. But yeah, he's
yeah,
probably
no,
the answer,
absolutely,
right?
absolutely. Just like everyone was like, oh, imagine if, the Cleveland Browns when he was in Cleveland, the Cleveland Browns should try and get a hold of LeBron James, try and do like a Deion Sanders deal or whatever it
No,
is.
that's
Like,
so
nah,
stupid.
was
that's
so
saying
Why
don't
would
never-
LeBron James,
Yeah,
right,
Yeah.
when he's making almost $50 million a year, come to go be what's the highest paid tight end, 10 to 15 million?
Yeah.
Why the fuck would he do that? And then ruin the rest of his career making 50. Right now he could probably make 40 to 50 million for the next 5 years.
And that
in the
whole
NBA.
basketball career could have been taken away with a pass over the middle, and he gets
Yeah.
absolutely bombarded at the knees, and then he just
That's
has
the thing.
complications.
Guys are
from
gonna
it.
have to hit him low. His knees would never hold
Are
up.
we okay? So this question: are we just saying who we think physical attributes can play, or that has a realistic shot of playing?
I think it's kind of both sides. It's like, who would you actually like to see get a bid in the NFL? Like, that you think would have like a worthy shot and actually like be someone that can play in there? And then also you're thinking about it like the physical statues, like who would like think that you would really see like as
So
someone
I'm
that's a
thinking
dominant force.
baseball. You want to take someone with an arm, and then you want to put him on over a quarterback. That's what I'm thinking right now. Would probably
Think
be best.
so, or would it be somebody with a less precise skill position? Somebody like a that can play like a slot wide receiver, or maybe like a safety. You get one of those outfielders that can
You're
cover a
thinking
lot
like
of ground.
Jose Altuve getting in the slot.
No. I'm thinking
At
I'm
5 flat.
No,
Is that
I'm
what you're
thinking of somebody like Julio Rodriguez on the Mariners, somebody that's just a big, rangy guy in the outfield, like a 6'3", 6'4" guy that can cover. But my pick for the NBA would be Ja Morant. I think Ja Morant, straight on,
That's a good
straight away
that.
speed, vertical leap. I think you could turn that kid into a decent burning wide receiver. Personally, I
Kind
would
of like
pick
a
Ja
Ty,
Morant.
I mean, that's tough to say like a Tyreek Hill because he's got kind of
More
like
a
generational
Juju, more
speed.
like a Juju Smith-Schuster.
You
But
with the Juju
basketball players
Smith-Schuster.
are like, some of them are just too big. What the fuck would Giannis do?
No,
Yeah.
he's too big.
Yeah,
You
too
can't.
big. That's
Yeah,
like kind
100%
of like
he's way
going.
too
That's
big.
like kind of like you're too tall for this ride.
Right.
You're
It's the
like,
same
it's not gonna
reason
work.
why they can't fight. Do you ever watch an NBA player fight?
Do you ever watch?
Yeah,
They're
Chicago.
too
They're
fucking
goofy
lanky
and
to,
see
to
the
the
level.
way they throw
Yeah.
punches. It's fucking
You know
insane.
who else I think in the NFL you could turn into a sick offensive lineman? Zion Williamson. I do.
Yeah, he'll
He's
play
not
one
like
game a
that
season.
big. He's like 6'6",
play-
6'7".
I would
mean,
take him. I would take him more like off
He's
the
probably
edge.
pushing 300 right now.
That's
too.
the other
You
thing.
probably
too.
put him
You
at
could
like
pro-
center.
Yes, absolutely. You could move him around the line if he's
Yeah.
a little bit too big to be a center. But
He's fast though.
I'll
Yeah.
put McGregor
So we
in
put
the
him as a
slot.
fucking fullback kid.
Put McGregor.
Imagine
in the
him
slot.
coming out of
I
the
like that.
backfield.
no,
I
I
like the
can't.
other way.
No, I can't.
I like
And
that.
I think he's like 6'8". I think he's
Zion.
tall.
No, he's like 6'6" or 6'7".
Is he?
Yeah, I'm almost
Yeah,
positive.
he's fat. He's not doing anything. I like McGregor in the slot.
I bet you could make Marcus Smart a hell of a lockdown corner.
Oh, yeah, I
like
can
a
see
safety,
that.
Yeah,
something
he's
like
nice.
that.
He's big, Jay Fine.
Make him a
Alright.
safety then. Make a
He's
safety.
not-
He could slim down.
6'6".
What?
Smart's
Marcus
6'6"?
Smart is not
Or is he
6'8".
6'4"?
He's like 5'11".
No, he's like 6'2". Marcus Smart.
I thought he was.
I
Oh, I
thought
thought
he
he
was
was.
small.
So
5'11".
that primarily Jay Fine for correction.
he's
That's
like
an
5'11".
outstanding
No, it's
statue
like-
for a quarterback. That's gonna work.
Are we doing former or current? Former or current?
Either or, whatever you got.
I know, Al. Did you drop a pick yet?
No, I mean, I think you take an arm. I could honestly see like Noah Syndergaard being a quarterback.
Yeah, that's actually
You
not
know
a
what I
bad
mean? He
pick,
got
Al.
a
I can see
fucking
that.
arm and a
Yep,
half,
I can
and he
see
kind
that.
of looks like he could be a quarterback coming in with like shades on and shit.
Kind of
Yeah.
looks like
Yeah.
Elway, like
Yeah.
or like young
Yeah,
Elway.
I'd put Thor back there
Yeah.
at quarterback.
Put Thor
Yeah,
back
that's
there.
what I would do. I bet you he
Okay.
has a better chance than
DeGrom's a
Trey
little too
Lance.
skinny.
Okay.
Yeah,
DeGrom's
I don't know
like
if he can take the
190.
beat.
Yeah,
I don't know if he can
DeGrom's
take the
like
beat in
yeah.
17 games. No, I don't
No,
think he can
he's
take
like
the beat.
6'5", 190 pounds. You can't. Yeah.
I would have liked to see. I'd like to see if we're gonna go someone historic. I would have liked to see someone like Ken Griffey. I think Ken Griffey would have
I
been.
mean,
really
maybe.
good.
Yeah, I could kind of
Doing
see
what? What's he
Doing
doing?
Ken Griffey just being a wideout. I think wide receiver.
I don't think he had the speed like that.
You don't think? He was a great center fielder, Al. I mean, he
Yeah,
did
I
cover
just-
a lot
I
of
just-
He
ground.
was
I don't
how many
know. It's just
times did he win Gold
Gold
Glove?
Glove. Oh, I think like
you
8
need
or 9.
people start stop. Like if you're gonna go speed, you go like Ricky Henderson.
Henderson. I
Ricky
was just gonna
Henderson.
Henderson out of the slot
Yeah,
kid.
that's
Yeah.
better.
Who's covering that?
Yeah,
Could put him
that's
at running
better.
back.
Yeah, you could.
And like
He had a fucking thick ass legs too.
in today's game.
He did.
Yeah, he'd be fucking hard to take down, Ricky.
No, he
Henderson.
absolutely friggin' did. Ricky Henderson
That's
would be a
good.
tough.
And if I was to
down.
go somewhere like somewhere in the basketball realm, maybe thinking somewhere around. I know this might sound a little bit crazy, but for like a linebacker. But again, like are they soft? Like I like someone that like Kawhi Leonard, someone that's got like kind of like
I mean,
it doesn't
defensively,
doesn't
he's
blow- it
also
doesn't-
got.
it doesn't
No,
blow you.
Kawhi Leonard couldn't be a linebacker.
Wait, Al, you're not thinking about this fully though. They don't call him. They don't call him the Claw for no reason. He's probably a phenomenal tackler. If Kawhi Leonard grabs you running by him, you're probably not going much further. The guy's a fucking gigantic guy with like a vice grip for a hand, and this friggin' big.
He's 6'7" and 230 pounds. I think
Yeah.
You don't
I think-
tackle people by the hands.
No, you don't. But you have to grab somebody at some point. What do you mean? Yeah, you. I mean,
I know that's a bad pick. No,
I'm
I
just-
can't
I'm-
picture
I-
him as a
it's- Well, it
linebacker.
wasn't even my. I'm just trying
Yeah,
to spin.
you
zone
need
his.
someone like 6'3"
Yeah.
linebacker. That's who I'm thinking as a linebacker.
Yeah, because you'll get some like DeAndre Swift will just like run underneath Kawhi Leonard. He's not going to be able to do anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I-
Kawhi
What's the
Leonard-
next? What's the next question, Nick?
I don't know, dude. I think I like Kawhi Leonard on the outside. I would take him as an outside linebacker. That's a lot of. He's got to fill a lot of
I
space.
could see him
though.
more as a D end, fast getting there. But is he? I don't know if he's strong enough.
I think if anything, he brought that team. He brought that team from Toronto to a championship solely, which was unbelievable.
They did
Well,
run
they're
into a
having so
couple of
much trouble
injuries.
with this
Yeah, I'm
mic
sorry.
right
No,
now.
it's fine. I got it now. I'm
Kid
good.
hates headphones, hates mics.
I'm good. Why is my voice good? Doing all right on the thing right now?
I don't know.
So that was a question from my man Alex Gomes. Next we have up my buddy Drew Lauria says, sports cards. Who has the best card? Do the people want old legends nowadays or the new rookies?
I think the market is trending more towards like vintage now, because rookies are just too much of a crapshoot. People want the vintage stuff. I think from what I'm seeing, at least in the little like card game, I pay attention very, very, very casually. But that's what I would say.
Yeah.
I've always had an affinity for vintage personally, like
Yeah.
guys that I grew up watching and shit like that.
Al,
Well,
what
those
do you-
cards are going for the most money is the legend cards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think Mickey Mantle card just went for like 15 million or something
yeah,
crazy.
that's that
The
PSA.
problem with
3
new
forward.
with
No,
new,
9. It's a PSA 9, I think.
That's insane for
The problem with new rookie cards, you have to wait.
right,
Right. Yeah.
right.
Yeah. It's like a kind of like a stock. Essentially, you got to wait
You
to
have
see
to
how the
wait.
stock builds. But I think that from the rookie standpoint, I think there's a lot of exciting guys. A lot of people with maybe some upside. A Joe Burrow, for instance.
Yeah,
I think that could. That
I've been
definitely
big
could-
on the card pack openings lately.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
know
now.
you
I
get
know
on the
that. I know
TikTok,
that
my
kinda-
kid's
yeah,
obsessed with
I was just
cards
kinda-
now.
This is kind
And
of
you have to watch them, and you're just sitting there for, and then fucking 3 hours go by, and then you're sending this guy money on Venmo so he can open you a pack. It's fucking intense, dude.
So
It is
what's
crazy.
what's the consensus for you? Like, what do you see mostly? Like, what are those people like get up for? What are they targeting?
I
What are
think they
hoping
all
for?
get up for quarterback rookie cards. Is
Yeah.
what I would say. Is what
That's
they,
the biggest one.
when a card pack opener starts
Yeah.
to open that, and he's just like, Mac Jones rookie card. I think that gets the people going right now.
Yeah.
More than they say, oh, Joe Montana. You know what I mean? Unless it's
Well,
like a
it's
Tom
any
Brady.
rookie in any sport. If you
Yes.
open like a Julio Rodriguez rookie card right now out of some MLB product, you'd shit yourself.
Right, or if you got one
Right.
back in the day, like a Mike
or,
Trout
yeah,
or
exactly.
Bryce Harper.
Right, Mike Trout. Right,
There's
right,
just
right.
so many question marks with new guys. What if Joe Burrow,
Dies
you
tomorrow.
know, exactly? he
I think
breaks
that
his
rookie
leg, never
cards,
plays
though,
again.
Rookie cards, if you go by value, I would say rookie cards have a higher value right now. Like if you get than a legend card.
Unless the guy dies.
But when we were younger, like when we opened up, if you ever got like a Joe Montana or something when you
Mm.
were younger, it was a big fucking deal.
Well, did you have? You,
now they
Felt
just throw in
cards?
all these.
did you
these-
have a lot of Brett Favres? I know that was like a huge card. Emmett Smith.
Yeah, but he was still playing. They were still
but
playing.
they also were opening cards in what's called the junk wax era, where they mass printed a bunch of shit,
Yeah.
and it wasn't worth anything.
Oh, okay.
So like
Alright.
they printed way too many fucking tops. Remember when Upper Deck used to make cards and shit, guys? Like they just produced way too much shit to where like the value just like sank on everything. You know.
So
what
if
I
you had
mean?
to open a pack, you're an open a pack right now. What card would you love to pull?
You want like a Julio Rodriguez rookie? You want like a fucking like
Baseball? No, it's got to be football. I
oh,
think
well,
football.
football. Well, I mean, yeah, football is the biggest card in NBA, really. It depends on what product.
Are
Like,
you talking brand or the person? What do you?
No, I'm talking if I gave you a pack right now, blank, white, you didn't know, you know how like those guys know what's going to come out, the probabilities of what could possibly be in this pack. I'm giving you a pack. You have no idea what's in it. What's the one card that you hope you'd pull out of it?
and I guess
That's-
you'd have to,
that's
in
a
theory,
loaded question.
it's tough, yeah, because you got to think about it. It's got to be like this.
I would
year's
want to.
rookies.
I would want a rookie quarterback from the 2021 draft. So I would want a Mac Jones rookie,
Trevor
T-Law
Lawrence.
rookie
Yeah.
card. That's what I
Okay.
would say would have the most
Yeah.
value.
I agree. But Jamar Chase holds good value too, like those cards and shit like that.
Yeah.
for sure.
It's that draft.
Joe Burrow, yeah, that draft, yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. There's a lot of
Next.
generational talent there. Yeah.
Next question.
Next
I like
question.
this next one coming up.
Next question is from my man Mike Cham says, top 4 favorite player jerseys of all time. One from each sport if you could. Which 4 would you pick?
This is a great question, Justin. I'd like you to start.
You
time.
want one of each, or
So all the
some
maybe like a hockey jersey with a player, a baseball jersey with a player, football, and a fucking basketball one.
Basketball, I'd probably say like. I mean, I'm gonna go Homa. I probably want a Paul Pierce jersey.
You like Paul Pierce over Larry Bird for Homer?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't watch Larry Bird.
I know. I just think that 33 looks so much better
It
than
does.
34.
Yeah, like that
does, it
that
does.
vintage look, or Bill Russell.
I get it, but like
R.I.P.
I
to a
didn't
great-
watch.
Yeah,
any
you got
of them.
you got to pick. You got to pick based on what you like.
What you want to
Yeah,
rock?
you
What you
know?
would want to
Yeah.
rock
Yeah.
going
Or
out?
maybe like a Kobe. That might be a
Okay.
good one. If I was gonna go, if I'm gonna go baseball, I'd probably want Roger Clemens.
On the Sox?
Wow,
Roger Clemens was my favorite baseball player growing up.
I like that. I like, that.
that
That's
too.
good.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Sox won though.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. He played for like 5 teams. That's why I'm asking.
Hockey.
Are you going full Homer here on all 4 picks?
No, I would probably
Okay.
go with Wayne Gretzky for hockey.
Rangers, Oilers, Kings.
I would
Blues.
probably go Oilers.
Okay, I like that.
I'd go Kings, but I like the
Kings
Oils
cool, but I do like the
I
Oils
do love
a
that
little bit
Kings
better.
because when he
Oh.
those Kings jerseys back when they wore them were gangsta.
So, G.
And for football, I would say,
I feel like a Cowboys coming here.
yeah, it was probably gonna be Michael
Michael
Irvin.
Irvin.
Michael
Yep,
Irvin.
I knew it. Yep,
That's a good
I
one.
knew that what was coming.
Yeah,
Now,
I'd
the
say
regular
Michael Irvin.
white Cowboys jersey or the
No,
other
I want
blue one
I
with the
want
white shoulders?
I want the blue one with the white shoulders.
Yeah, I always like that one a little bit better too.
I have their. I don't remember what year they won the Super Bowl last, but I have like the football, and then it has like
Is it
Emmett
90
Aikman and
Is it 95
I
or
don't know.
96?
I think it's one of those.
Can't
yeah.
remember which one. Albo the dog.
NBA, I'll go Vince Carter, the Raptors jersey,
Oh,
that
that's good.
throwback Raptors,
Nice.
the purple jersey.
Nice.
NFL, give me Emmitt Smith,
Yep.
22. Give me the blue jersey. I'm gonna take the blue jersey there.
You had that one.
I just bought my kid it too. So
Did
That's
you really?
awesome.
yeah, NHL. Oh, that's a tough one.
It is a
good
tough one. I had a tough time.
I think I'm gonna go like a classic jersey.
Like Winter Classic or like old school.
I'm
Classic?
thinking, who's the good goalie from the Red Wings? I love the Red Wings.
Chris
jerseys.
Osgood?
No,
Yeah.
Curtis
Or
Joseph.
Dom? No, you're thinking of
Oh,
Dominic
maybe
Hasek.
Hasek, number 30.
Yeah, 39.
Oh, Dominic
39,
Hasek.
okay.
Well, Mike Vernon was number 30 in the
No,
90s.
39. Hasek.
Yeah.
Hasek, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, him. I like the
Okay.
Red Wings jersey a lot.
Okay,
If I
that's
was
cool.
from Detroit, I'd like that.
That's
jersey.
cool. I like that one. And then you
Major
got
League Baseball. Give me Pedro.
okay,
Give me Pedro. That 45.
just the white Red
I
Sox
go white.
jersey.
Yeah,
Okay,
white's the superior one.
I almost went Mo Vaughn with my.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Mark, I want to hear yours. I'll go
so
last.
right off the bat, the MLB, I am going to go with the blue Montreal Expos Vladimir Guerrero jersey.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
That's one I've always fucking loved that jersey. The NBA, I know this is gonna sound I would go with the black Chicago Bulls pinstripe one. Remember that one from back in the day?
Yeah, you like the pinstripe? You
Dennis
go
Rodman.
Dennis Rodman, 91.
That would be my ideal
Okay.
basketball jersey. My football jersey would probably be. I would have to say I would want somebody on the Raiders because that's my favorite jersey, but there's no iconic Raider from when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? We're not gonna say like a Tim Brown jersey. Like no,
You can go Marshall.
but I would probably go.
Rich Gannon.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Yeah,
like
Rich
Rich
Gannon.
Gannon. You know what I mean? Like who am I gonna do?
You knew Jerry Rice's when he went over there.
Yeah,
after.
but that's not like that's not like him. I would probably say a Miami Dolphins Dan Marino jersey would be my pick.
You
for
weren't
the
thinking Ray
NFL.
Finkel?
Well, yeah. I would love that Ray Finkel jersey. That'd be hilarious. You know, that's the only one I don't see in like Lid's locker room. They have all like the fake jerseys, the Benny the Jet Rodriguez one,
Oh,
the
they
Bobby
have that?
Boucher, the Willie Beeman one. Yeah, they have all those. They don't have Ray Finkel.
It's
Charlie
got-
Conway from the Mighty Ducks.
It's got to be because of some licensing issue. Because I feel like that.
I was gonna say it's the only one that that nobody. You know what I mean? So that would be my.
Nico doesn't even know what we're talking about. Ray
yeah.
Finkel, do you?
Are you serious? Laces out, dude.
Well,
Okay,
you've
all
never
right.
seen Me, Myself, and Irene, which is ridiculous. So
Okay, you know what? I'll go around and watch Me, Myself, and Irene again. Never
Let-
even came up on the scale.
You
never
just said
even never
again,
came
but
up
you
on
said
the
you've never watched it.
never. No, I'm saying that like again. I've never watched that movie. I will get around to it eventually. It's
Oh yeah,
never
like
been
you
on my
got
radar.
around to watching Prey, like you got around to that movie.
Yeah, that one slipped through the cracks again. That's a
Okay,
subscription.
slipped through the
That
cracks.
was a subscription.
Johnny
problem.
Appleseed over here.
Johnny
and then
Appleseed.
for the NHL, I would probably take. This is a tough one. This is definitely a kind of a tough one. I would probably take the. Just because he was like my favorite fucking player for a while, I'd probably take either the Mike Modano Minnesota North Stars jersey or like the Dallas Stars one from the '90s with like the
Modano,
star on
yeah.
the bottom. That would be like my.
That's a strong jersey.
yeah.
The stars. I like the stars.
I always liked that. The one from
Yeah.
the '90s. I'm
Yeah,
saying, remember
yeah,
the ones with
yeah.
the little star thing on the bottom?
Yeah.
I would probably take
I
that. was,
definitely screwed up on my hockey jersey, and when he's done, I'll tell you.
you could. I'm done. You can go right now.
Go ahead.
I want a Team USA jersey.
That's even better.
Oh,
So you thinking
that's-
Mighty Ducks,
that's-
Team USA? You
No,
thinking
I
like
got.
Team
That's
USA?
my. Hey, that's what I have down right now when it
The
comes to me.
Goodwill Games one.
That's actually great. You know what? That's an American.
When it
Very
comes to
American.
when it
American
comes
is
to
apple pie.
again, that's not.
It
We
is
can, we can go to that one after, but again, it's a saying, but it's not even close to like a recognizable one. It's
It's
really
a
not.
I just think you're anti-American. That's what I think right now.
Yeah, like again,
It kind of looks like you want to go play for Japan in the Goodwill Games right now, with the way you look right now.
Nagano.
What is that? Nagano.
What's your list, Nico? Get to your list.
Right. So my list. Again, I got some guys that go like a couple different ways. So Mike Vick for football jersey
It's a great
on
pick.
the Falcons.
It's a great pick.
Unbelievable.
All right, so you're picking a dog killer.
Yep, I'm picking a dog killer.
Wow,
Sorry.
that's a terrible pick.
I love
Wow.
animals. We'll put it by, but Michael Vick was sensational. I love that jersey. It was one of my
If
favorite
I was gonna
jerseys
pick,
I ever
I'd
had.
pick the all black
You
one
can't-
before
you
they
just-
changed.
I hope you get yourself a Mike Vick jersey and some fucking PETA lover comes down and throws a bucket of blood right on your fucking face.
And
That's a
I'm gonna-
terrible pick.
I'll piss
It's a
on
terrible
it.
pick.
How's it? Everybody
Terrible
wanted a
pick.
Mike Vick jersey.
It's a terrible
It's not a
pick.
pick.
Yes,
How's
yes.
it a terrible pick? How's it a terrible pick? Because you killed dogs. All right, that
All right,
happened
let's
after
get you an
fucking-
O.J.
Wait,
Simpson's
wait.
jersey.
Okay.
Does Bill Cosby have a jersey?
No.
That's the next question.
Would you fucking buy it though?
You would.
I wouldn't.
So hold on.
No,
I have one thing to say.
That's insane. Why?
Mike Vick didn't actually kill any dogs. He just hosted the parties and helped get rid of like the dead. He didn't actually. I'm not saying it's right, but
You
I'm just
have
saying.
no idea what happened. He had like 50 dogs dead buried in his
He did. No,
backyard.
he absolutely did. I'm not saying he did. I'm just saying I don't
Yeah,
think
he had
he
a whole ass
physically
morgue
killed.
in
You
his
don't think he
backyard.
ever killed one of the dogs?
I don't think so. No, I don't. He says he didn't.
Yeah.
Granted,
well,
was it wrong? Absolutely. Should he have been in jail? Absolutely. Yeah. I'm just saying the man did his time. That's all I'm saying, and I just don't think that he actually physically killed. If he did, unforgivable. But
Well,
I don't think
when
he-
all of
he
us
says he
kids
did.
were
He
playing
killed dogs.
playing football in the backyard, everybody would wear
That
their
was
fucking
before
favorite.
everything.
I understand that. So before everything, when all of us kids were wearing his jersey,
2022.
no one knew that. That's all
That's
good. I
fine.
still
It's
like
a bad.
It.
it's a bad pick.
It's not a bad
It's a
pick.
bad pick.
It was an iconic jersey.
If you're gonna go
okay.
Falcons jersey, you go Deion Sanders throwback. First year in the league. That's the one. 21.
red-
Give
the
me
red-
that
the
one.
red
That's
one.
a good
Yes.
one.
Yes.
The red one was
That's
filthy.
a good one. So this is
That's
another.
the best Falcons jersey.
My next pick is kind of a hybrid pick, but I had this jersey. If you remember this, it was insane. It was one of the best jerseys ever. I wish I never got rid of it. Bo Jackson from Auburn.
Yeah.
That was a great one.
it wasn't.
And I could
the,
switch that to Bo Jackson on the Royals. I would also take that one too.
It wasn't the Reggie Bush jersey I got you for Christmas, and then, you traded it in at GameStop or something. I don't know.
Sadly, no. But yeah, well, you got me like a triple XL. It was like down to my ankles.
That was
I
those
should-
were in back in the day though. People used to wear 5 XLTs, extra tall.
Right. How all
So-
those guys like showed up to like the NBA
Yeah,
drafts
yeah,
on the
yeah,
big baggy
exactly.
clothes. That was
Hindsight, I
it.
would have picked the Bo Jackson on the Raiders jersey. If I completely slipped my mind right there. It's on me. Continue.
My next pick is to kind of go off of like Justin's point, Patrick Kane USA jersey.
Yeah,
Okay.
I respect
That's my hockey pick.
Yeah.
That's my guy. I love him. NBA, I already have a classic. I have two different classic. I have a European Luka one, which is cool. I have a classic Kobe Bryant, which is cool, purple with the gold outline in yellow. I would go Jason Williams from the Kings. I like
That's a
that.
cool pick. I don't
I like the
hate it.
colors.
You know what I think's kind of crazy is like the revisionist history with Kobe Bryant. Like we're just gonna not admit that he was a rapist. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's like no one even remembers that happened.
I
I think if that happened 5 years later, in like social media era, but probably maybe 10 years later, because I think that happened in like 04 or
Oh,
something.
he would have been so
But
canceled.
He would be fucking canceled.
But what were the
Canceled.
I never looked at the details of the case. Is that actually what happened? Like, or was he just
I
fucking
think it
this
was-
girl and
no,
she tried
he
to
locked
exploit him?
It's very murky.
Is
What
it
about
real?
what about
Very fucking murky.
Roethlisberger's got thrown under the
Same
thrown
thing.
under the rug too?
Both of them.
Yeah.
That they got very lucky that it happened when it happened.
Yeah, that was before people really took that shit hyper
Because look,
seriously.
that punter just got kicked off.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Just got kicked off the Bills.
right.
They
Which
released
is
him.
wild.
Yeah, that was for
That is a
that was
wild
for
fucking
gang
story.
rape and resulting into death. Yeah,
it
that was
doesn't
kinda-
matter how good you are as a punter, though. You are so fucking like dispensable. You know what I mean? Like you're like a
Oh, but
seventh
yeah, you
round
deserve
pick.
to go in the
A
fucking
seventh
NFL.
round pick
punter.
is not worth that type of smoke.
Fucking no, absolutely not.
No,
Yeah.
no, absolutely not.
I
And
get
then the last one that I have as an honorable mention is Ray Allen on the Seattle SuperSonics.
Okay, not
That's my
terrible.
other pick.
Nah, fuck Ray Allen for leaving us.
Okay. Well,
What's
fuck
the
Ray
next
Allen for
question,
leaving
Nico?
us.
It is a good jersey, though. I would prefer Sean Kemp on the Supersonics.
Yeah, that was good.
Or the glove. Gary
Yeah,
Payton.
We could take Gary Payton. Yeah.
I
That
mean,
was-
he's the only Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but Kemp just threw down those massive
He
fucking
ate
dunks.
himself out of the league, huh? That poor guy. Is he dead?
No, I don't think he's
I
dead.
don't
thought he
think he's
died.
dead.
I think I saw pictures of him like fucking bouncing in Seattle and shit.
Really?
Like him and Latrell Sprewell.
Oh my God.
Sprewell was bouncing for a while.
Latrell Sprewell. Nico, go ahead.
That was it. That was the top 3 questions that I had that I wanted to offer to
Was it
everybody.
only 3 questions? Did you just pick those top 3?
Those are the top 3 that I picked. Yeah.
Jay, fine. You have
Okay.
any jerseys?
Yeah, Jay, fine. Give us a little thing.
All right, for hockey, I'll go the classic Bobby Orr Bruins jersey. I like that
Yeah.
one.
My
Okay.
father has that.
You mean the one with like just the flat, like no thing on the shoulders? Just the, remember when they had the black, like the white or the black.
The
jersey?
black, and it has the bear. Yeah.
I like that. I
Yeah.
agree with you.
I wish they went back to those jerseys. Those
So
are
do I.
great.
So do I.
I do like those. For baseball, I went the old school throwback, the purple Randy Johnson.
Yeah,
Diamondbacks
that was my
jersey.
second pick, the
Is
Diamondbacks
that,
one.
was that when he murdered that bird?
That when he murdered the bird, and then they beat the Yankees in the World
Yeah,
Series.
those jerseys were so.
Compliment to
Yeah.
that, I would definitely offer if you had in a box for me the Luis Gonzalez one. I would take the Luis Gonzalez one too.
Yeah.
I like Luis Gonzalez.
Those
I did too.
jerseys
I
were
used to
sick.
like-
I remember they had the black ones and
Yeah.
then they had the vests with the pinstripes.
Yeah.
There was such a great uniform.
Those
They did,
jerseys,
yeah,
that
those
jersey
jerseys.
combination is through the roof,
so
man.
sick.
Through the
It's
roof.
so 90s and so like it's just cool. Good.
Oh, yeah.
For basketball, I had a USA one. I had the USA Jordan. I think that to me is like the Team USA, Michael Jordan, like
The
just
Dream Team one.
classic, the Dream Team one,
Yeah,
exactly.
okay.
It's a great jersey.
And then for what I have for
Football.
for the NFL, I have the Royal Blue Brewski jersey. Back when,
Oh, yeah.
Really?
That
Yeah,
has
I
that
love-
pattern. That has
Really?
that
Yeah,
I
yeah.
hated those jerseys.
oh, I
thought
love
they
the
were so
I
ugly.
love the Royal Blue
They should
with
be
the white
wearing
and red
those Royal
trim,
Blue,
yeah.
the Drew Bledsoe era, and what
Yes,
you're talking
I
about,
love
right?
those ones.
Those
Speaking of-
jerseys are
speaking
10
of
times.
rapists,
10
I had
times.
the Dave Meggett one, number 22. I'm pretty sure I had it in that color.
Oh, that's
Did you really?
good.
Yeah, pretty sure.
good to know.
Oh, Jesus
I always
Christ.
like the Patriot throwback, the white one with the red.
Or
The
the
red-
or,
I
or,
think-
or
I
the
think-
red- the
I
red
think-
ones with the white helmet. Great. Anything's better than the jerseys we have now. They literally copied Revere High's jerseys.
I don't
It's
like
embarrassing.
the jerseys right now.
It's
Did they
embarrassing.
copy
What,
Revere
what
High's
happens when they go
jerseys?
to what happened? Yeah, that's
They copied Revere High's jerseys. Look at Revere High's jerseys. Look at their
Nico.
jerseys.
Nico.
They
that's-
copied them. They copied them.
No, they didn't.
Absolutely, copy and paste.
So you no.
Terrible.
Just-
Person should be fired. You should be fired. Whoever was on the board making those jerseys.
I actually think they look
That's
nice
probably
and
the-
clean.
that's probably the
my opinion.
laziest.
I think they look
It's
very
because
clean.
you're one of the biggest homers for the Patriots.
No one's a homer.
Yes, you are.
About that. I think it's a clean jersey.
Who do you think has the
boring.
best jersey in the league now?
The
Best-
Raiders.
best
still,
jer-
the Raiders are my favorite jersey in the league. I just love
It's
it.
probably Raiders now and forever.
I would agree.
Yeah, they do.
I
They have
would
the
agree.
best. I'll tell you this.
Chargers.
They have the best fan base.
The Chargers have the
The
best
Raiders?
jerseys.
The
Yeah,
Ra-
but I wonder if they lost some people when they moved to Las Vegas.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think that team travels fucking everywhere, dude.
I don't. I think that
Yeah,
their
but
stadium was way crazier. Obviously, when they were in Oakland,
Oh yeah. Well,
they're going to be playing a lot of away games at home because people will fly into Vegas.
Yeah.
Entire fan base like, oh, we're going to go to that game in Vegas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. It's
I
like the
think that-
Pats do in Miami. Pats
Oh,
fans
yeah,
do in
yeah.
Miami. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
We
Same
run
thing.
that stadium.
Yeah, literally, it's
and
like
we lose every time. It's crazy.
legit. Yeah, everybody plans that weekend around the
Yep.
game. You know how it is, and then everybody they go down and they lose by fucking 10.
Yep.
Happens religiously, right? What Wait. So what would your pick be, Justin? I think there's a lot of
And
great
I would've
uniforms
said
in the NFL.
Raiders would have been my first choice. I always
Give me the
liked San-
Pats red throwback. Can't wait to see that.
I think that's the best throwback jersey in the
Can't
league
wait
for
to
sure.
can't wait to see that come back this year.
Sick.
It
I'm with
is.
you on that.
I
That's
think it's the
unbelievable.
best. I think it's the best throwback jersey in the league.
The rule of that you weren't able to keep a second helmet. They weren't, so that was like the whole
That's
reason
the-
why that's all these jerseys and all these helmet combinations have come out over this past years, because the rule just got passed that you can wear now an alternate helmet. You know, the only thing that you were able to do is change the decal. So like the Broncos were able to have like that different color look, like the different looking jerseys, because all they did is keep the same helmet, but they changed the decal on it. Now you can
'Cause
change
they
helmets.
used to have those. What were they? Were they blue helmets or orange helmets that they had? And like before they did the new ones,
That
I
was
think
blue.
they need.
I
I
think-
think they need new uniforms. By the way, the Broncos. I think they're due for a uniform upgrade, change something.
I don't know. I think that when they I don't know if it was like '98 when they went over to those.
Yeah, it was. It was the year.
Something
The first
around
year.
there.
It was like the first year they won the Super Bowl
Yeah.
with Elway.
I think those are solid unis.
The one. well,
Just
the-
in general.
really.
I like them. Yeah.
I think
Seahawks
they're kinda
have
flat.
good uniforms.
Seahawks do have, but I like their old ones. The like the sea blue ones with the green and the silver helmet. Remember those?
I'll stand on the Chargers. They have like 6, 7 different combinations of how they mix up all the different blues, and they got that throwback powder blue with the yellow. They got now they have this navy.
I do like the
Then
Chargers.
they have this
default
like
home
dark
jersey.
midnight blue that they wear. It's,
Yeah.
it's cool.
I always like the Colts.
Rams have the shittiest. Have like probably the shittiest.
I'm
new
not a fan of
uniforms.
that Rams uni. Yeah,
I,
I'm
like
really
the-
not.
I always like the Packers one too.
Yeah, the Packers is a classic.
I don't think they've ever changed theirs.
The Packers.
Yeah. I don't
I
think
mean,
I think they
it's a way-
modernized it,
Yeah, well, they
but-
modernized it, but that was about
But
it.
still haven't altered it at all.
How do you feel about the
It's the
Bengals
same.
going back to like those white helmets with the
Sick.
white with the white stripes?
Unbe-
It's
their
like
their
taking
new
the-
uniforms are fucking gross.
I don't know.
They
I
are so
will
fucking
always
clean.
love that black and fucking orange tiger stripe helmet. I think it's so fucking.
Wait,
cool.
they switched to white and black helmets this year?
Yeah, they were. In
Oh,
white,
you
black.
got look
They're
up the
wearing
all
you know
look up the
Bengal
all
ones?
white.
I didn't see it.
Look
no.
up the albino, like they got an
Yeah.
albino
Wait,
Bengal
Jay,
one.
What's your pick for the best uniform in the NFL?
Best uniform in the NFL. You know what uniforms I loved? I loved the Color Rush Raiders and Saints uniforms, the all white with the silver and gold for the
Really?
yeah.
those are sick.
the
dude.
Raiders-
I like
yeah.
the Saints.
The
just
Saints
regular
did that right,
uniform
all
personally.
white with the gold
Gold.
numbers with the
Ex-
black trim,
exactly,
and then
and
the
then
Raiders did it the
with
reverse
silver,
way,
yeah.
all white silver with black trim.
Yeah.
Gross, unbelievable.
What do we got coming up next here? I'm trying to think. Do we want to do snake draft? You guys want to do snake draft right now? Do you want to wait?
Get into it.
All right, let's do it. Jay, fine. You ready for this shit?
Let's do it. Yeah.
We are doing we got to randomize. You got to get the randomizer up on
All right.
the thing.
Let's do it.
I think this is going to be much more competitive than the video game draft because I think there's so many clear cut, like unbelievable TV shows.
Well, what I would say is that unless you do something stupid like pick Half-Life 2 in the first
Al, don't
round,
be mad because my draft board is deeper than yours. Like
It's
that's my
not-
draft
it's
board.
not
I'm
deeper.
sorry that
For
my
a number
scouting
one-
report goes
For a
deeper.
number
I'm
one
gonna tell you.
overall pick that you could have got in the 5th round because none of us were
If
even
you like
thinking
your
about
guy,
that game.
you take him. I couldn't
I
risk
get
that.
it.
I couldn't risk losing that guy.
I mean, I get it, but I don't get it.
Well, you know what? I guess that's why.
your draft was terrible.
Al, I think yours was very routine.
All as I know is there's a reason I won the draft.
Yeah, you stayed to the
I
script.
mean, you stayed to the script. What do
Yeah,
you want to do? You had a
kinda
good draft.
stayed-
What
you
am I
kinda
tell you? I
st-
think Al got a little. I think maybe you could say I reached a little bit. I think Al was a little routine. I think Nico got a little bit loopy at times. I think Jay Fine almost had that great draft, blew it with the Pac-Man pick.
yeah,
maybe.
I
That was
regret
it.
the Pac-Man.
That's fine. Listen,
Heck,
that's
yeah.
part of the draft process. You look back at the board and you go, "Hey, I could have done this stuff differently."
Yeah, but you had the first overall pick and you completely fumbled it.
I didn't have the first
I did.
overall pick.
That would
I
look so
thought-
bad
oh,
on the
you had
graphic.
the th- I
That
had
would
li-
have
I had
looked
literally the
so
third pick.
bad on the graphic that Nico didn't make, that he was supposed to make. That would have looked so bad.
I-
Terrible.
It depends on who's
Like
looking at it.
you-
The game nerds would have been like, "That's the guy right there."
No, I don't think so.
Well, the
Hell, I
game
definitely
game
think so.
the game guys would have been like this.
All right, the order is Al, me, Nico, J-Bone, then Mark.
I got fucked here. I got absolutely fucking fucked. I think I think all three of my picks are going to be gone, and I'm going to have to reach for this right now.
Wait, who's fourth?
You.
No, I'm third. I'm not third. Did you write down the order as soon
Nope,
as you said
I
it?
didn't. I didn't.
Al, Nico, J. Fine, me,
I
Malcolm.
thought it was Al, J, Fine, Nico.
Maybe, I don't fucking know. All I know is that I'm gonna win again. 1000%.
Nah, I don't think you coming back up on top on this one.
No, I'm telling you 1,000%.
Hey, then that.
We gotta just do the order again.
How does it
Well,
change the
he
order?
was 2. Just take out 2.
Just take
Yeah,
out
that's
2.
fine. So then it's just Al, Nico, Justin, me. This changes a lot because now my thing might fall to me here. So it's Al, Nico, Justin, me. So here we go. Ready? With the first pick in the TV show Snake Draft, Al Giorgio selects.
Okay, sorry. I was just writing down the fucking order. Obviously, I'm picking The Sopranos.
Wow.
Yeah, we knew that was coming.
I mean, you
knew
gotta
it was
pick
coming.
that over.
We knew it was coming.
No, you have to pick that.
Yeah, you have to.
First of all, it gave birth to a lot of the other TV shows that are probably going to be listed on here, where like you're rooting for a fucking bad guy.
Yeah.
So, and for a guy that was like kind of a piece of shit, if you think think back on it, all the things that he did, he's so fucking likable. He could be
is.
one of the most likable characters
He is.
Of
ever
all time.
on TV.
You watch the
Absolutely.
stuff that he
There's
does. and
quotes
you're like,
that are
and you're like,
unbelievable.
yeah.
And I think that it brought a crazy amount of realism. It felt very real. It felt like you knew some of those guys.
I also think as many good Italian actors that are out there, not even that like James Gandolfini was like, just an Italian mob movie guy. Because he wasn't. He was in a lot of. People don't forget he was in a lot of different shit.
I think
in
he was
the
like
fucking,
a Tony actor. Like he was.
Yeah,
like,
dude. Like he was like a stage actor, dude. Like,
Yes,
and if you ever
yes.
hear him talk, like in interviews, he's like,
Yeah.
yeah, we were just filming in this. He's not like this, like, hey, we were filming.
Yeah, but I
like,
think he almost turned more into Tony Soprano as time went on because he almost like. I think he honestly thought he was a mobster at one point.
maybe, yeah, probably.
Like in some of the
Because
shit,
people
like,
treated him like
Yes.
that
Yeah.
in
Oh,
real
yeah.
life. They
So-
Yeah.
treated him like the fucking Don.
Like
he
that.
was
you
good.
could-
Even
you
the way
gotta-
like he was breathing, everything, like the soundtrack's sick.
Oh, it
This-
is.
And the look.
I've rewatched
Yeah.
it.
the
probably-
look. Like he just looks
I
like
probably
that type
watched
of.
it 4 times through.
That
Yeah,
show
absolutely.
isn't nearly as successful
Do you-
without him.
Do you
in
know
my
my
opinion,
my
like-
favorite
No, wait.
character on that show though? It's Paulie Walnuts.
Oh, yeah, you-
Silvio's mine. Silvio
Yeah.
is just so funny.
I always
think
like-
Silvio's
liked
got
Uncle
Ryan.
Junior personally.
Uncle June.
Uncle Junior's good.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing is, I think like to talk quickly about James Gandolfini here for a second. Al, you gotta you guys remember obviously he was in True Romance.
Yes.
He has like a big role in True Romance. He was in a couple of other good like The Last Castle with Robert Redford. I think Brad Pitt's in that. Maybe
he
or,
played the mayor in that Denzel Washington movie, the train one.
Oh, he
fucking
did. He did play that. That was Taken Pelham
Take
1 or
the
2
Taken
3.
Yeah,
Pelham
yeah,
1, 2,
yeah.
3. Yeah.
That was
James
a remake.
Gandolfini had a phenomenal acting career. It was very like variety. He wasn't just like a fucking Tony Soprano mob
I think he
movie
was
guy.
a character actor, and I think that catapulted him. Now people will always remember. People won't even remember his name. They're just gonna call Tony Soprano.
Soprano. Right, they legit
So-
just call him Tony Soprano
Yeah.
now, which is insane. Who's second? Justin? Me.
Nico.
Oh, Nico. Go ahead.
Entourage is mine.
Yeah, that was mine. That
Oh,
was gonna be me
Entourage
if
is
it
a
fell
good
to me.
one.
Wow. Wow.
That was gonna. I thought it was gonna fall to me, and it's
What
not.
reach and a fucking half.
Al,
guys.
you're crazy.
I love
Al.
Entourage. Reach and a half. Second overall pick. There's like 10 comedies better than Entourage. 10. And I love Entourage. I just rewatched it.
Yeah, no, I think Entourage is like,
Yeah.
especially for like everybody.
I don't hate the pick, Nico, at all. I would have taken.
I
it if it
hate
fell
the
to me.
pick there.
I didn't
I
really
hated
like
that.
the movie. Did you like the movie?
Movie sucked.
thought the movie was kind of forced. It was kind of like just basically one season all in one movie. But I mean,
I didn't
if you look
mind
at
it.
the show as a whole and like what it kind of like portrays, everybody wants every friend group is like, damn, I wish we had a lifestyle kind of like this, or like how this all played out. Like I wish that like our friend group, like, or everybody tries to say like, oh, you're like Turtle, or or you're like this one, you're like Ari. Like everybody likes to compare to that. I think Entourage, especially, had so many funny scenes. Like it just had so many funny moments. Like Drama, like that's a character. Like
Drama's awesome.
Drama's
They're all-
awesome. He's
they're all
just like,
pretty awesome. I would say that the least interesting person on it is probably Vince.
yeah, which
Yeah, I
is
would 100%
and
agree with
he's
that.
supposed to be like the main
Yeah.
vocal point, of course, the whole thing. But like exactly, all
Yeah.
the other people around him are people that like you actually like pay attention to. Like Ari Gold is like just like an amazing character.
I don't think you can make Entourage nowadays. With what if you look back at Ari's character, they
Oh,
couldn't
yeah.
put that on TV
No.
nowadays.
The shit he
No.
says to fucking Lloyd.
Oh, it's great. Though.
It's hilarious,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
can't say it
It's funny,
nowadays.
yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. Even though you could tell they portrayed that like he genuinely loved Lloyd, like he saw him as an equal, like he loved him. He
Or
was just insane.
the times that they visit the therapist is just like so funny how he
Oh, it is
visited
funny.
like
Yeah, no, there wasn't
like-
a dull moment on that show. I don't think. I loved
And
every season.
that's funny because a nice segue from Sopranos into that is what's her name was in it? Meadow.
Oh yeah, Meadow
Oh,
was
that's right.
in it.
Jamie
Yep.
Lynn Sigler is.
Yeah.
Jamie Lynn Sigler, right?
Yep.
Yeah, she is.
She's
in it, I
dated
forgot.
Turtle.
She is playing herself. No, she dated E.
No.
No,
Yeah,
you're thinking
No,
of
she
Sloan.
dated Turtle.
She dated Turtle.
She dated Turtle because he was
Yeah.
all jacked up about it.
Right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he definitely.
Justin,
she definitely
you're
dated
next.
Turtle.
I don't hate Entourage. At
That's
Tiffany,
not
Phil.
even. That might not even be the top 10 HBO shows though. That's how deep HBO is.
I know HBO is probably the biggest.
That is
network of-
crazy to pick it second overall. I do love the show though, so I'm not gonna kill you too bad because it's not Half Life 2.
Can I give you my pick now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're picking.
Yeah, I think everybody. Well, at least he knows exactly what I'm picking because I watched this every single episode, every single Sunday from episode 1 till the conclusion.
And-
Was Dexter?
Oh, I thought I was gonna say something else.
I knew you were gonna do it.
It was Dexter.
I thought you were gonna.
Sopranos was gonna be my first pick, but you sniped it, so I had to go with Dexter.
Now let me ask you this question: do you think if Dexter ended after season 4, that could go down as the greatest show ever?
Like
on TV?
Trinity,
Yes.
Tr-
After
oh.
Trinity Killer,
they would have never been able to write a better show ever again.
they should have
Better
just
than that.
ended it there.
F4.
What did it go? 7 seasons? 6?
8.
Oh, went
They
8.
just had a new one too,
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It was a-
New Blood. And
which disappointing.
I loved it, and then I feel like they made this like whole we're so sorry about the ending, we're gonna make up for it. They hyped us up, and then they fucked us with the ending again, right in my ass.
Really?
I
Oh,
think.
shit.
I think.
Yeah, they fucked it up. They fucked it up for sure. I think they've consistently fucked it up after season 5.
Yeah.
I mean after season 4. After the Trinity Killer, they should have ended it. They should have said wraps. I don't even when you say Dexter, I'm only 1 through 4 was so good that it's to me it's a first round pick. But I could see how someone would be like, you know what, they fucked it up so bad that
It's
Yeah.
dropping
done with it.
rounds. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. My first pick is going to be. I get Snake, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going True Detective as my first pick.
Great show.
Oh,
Great show.
I'm going True Detective as my
It
first
is a
pick.
good show. I don't
Strictly,
know if I
and I'm
would've
going to say
picked
this
it
strictly on the basis of the first season is the best season of television ever.
I
ever
agree.
Put
we're
on
not
TV.
picking seasons, so you get the whole entire thing. So you get that middle season, you get that shitty
The middle
Vince
season
Vaughn.
in retrospect is not as bad as people thought it was. I will say this: it's not
Yeah,
as bad as people
It's
thought
worse.
it was.
It's worse
I
than
disagree.
people thought it
And the
was.
third season was pretty good. But
Yeah,
just
I
on the
didn't like
basis
that.
that
I didn't mind that one.
when you have the best season of television ever put to screen, you have to be in the conversation. I have to take it at the spot. I do. And my snake pick is going to be Breaking Bad.
I think you should have switched those. You should have put Breaking Bad at 4 and True Detective.
I felt
At-
like there
at
was,
the
in,
second
but
round.
I just felt like it was indifferent. I didn't mean like it was just
No,
they're both
you-
getting picked the same way.
No. Nope. That's a second round. You made Breaking Bad a second round pick.
Then you should have taken it in the first round. What do you want me to tell you?
I
Al?
mean-
I don't know what to tell you.
I
Yeah,
think
it's
I
just what it
can't
is.
believe I honestly wanted Breaking Bad in the back because if I ever had Sopranos and Breaking Bad, you might as well just give me the draft.
Yeah.
At that point.
I'm building my
absolutely.
roster down here. Yeah, what do you want me to say? Just back to Justin, by the way.
True Detective. Oh, that's such a bad pick.
I'm gonna go with one that you guys may have never seen before. I don't know if you have, but it is so good.
Did this only last like a season or 2?
No,
Okay.
The Wire.
Yes. Great.
That's a great pick,
Great
Justin.
show.
It's a great pick.
The Wire.
I would have
So-
picked The Wire. I
so
just couldn't
good.
let Breaking Bad go back
No,
on the
no,
draft
I-
board.
Do you have a
gotcha.
favorite character on The Wire?
Honestly, just the show in general. I love everything about it.
I think my favorite character is the girl Snoop. Is that her name? She was awesome.
Oh, so
And
good.
she was like fucking real deal. They took her,
Real
plucked
deal.
her from Baltimore. She's still doing gangsta hood rat
I
shit.
believe it.
No, she really is.
I believe
She
it.
got arrested recently, I think.
That's fucking hilarious. Nico,
Or maybe Omar.
Yeah, Oma.
Yeah.
Nico, back to you.
All right.
This made it back to me, which I'm happy for. I'm gonna go Game of Thrones.
Okay, was waiting for that to get picked.
Game of Thrones.
a good
I
pick.
love everything about it. I mean, the last season they fucked us like 100%.
They fucked us big time.
It
They
was,
fucked
it was
us big
bad.
time.
That probably is arguably one of the best shows to have one of the worst, if not the worst,
It is
ending to a
amazing-
last season.
Not to cut you off, it is amazing how some like these big TV shows just oftentimes just can't stick the landing.
Well, the people on the show that were like either writing or directing the show, they picked up all this stuff and left, and they went and go start Star Wars.
Right.
And
Can
so
can I just say that every TV show that we picked, other than maybe one, had a horrible ending?
Breaking Bad, I thought had a pretty good ending, right?
That's the other than maybe one.
Wait, you didn't like the Sopranos ending, Al?
I like The Sopranos.
I did too. I actually did too.
I
I'm
thought,
not gonna lie.
even though
But
at
how
the time,
much controversy?
yeah,
That's good though.
and he's trying to
every-
clear it up, even though that Sopranos movie was trash.
What the fucking Many
The
Saints of
prequel,
Newark?
yes,
didn't
but
like
I heard it was
nothing
shit.
but bad things about that.
I like it because it started a conversation. I did think the TV was broken though. Like in
Yeah,
the moment,
everybody
we all
did.
watched it and we thought the TV was broken. I remember I can
Oh,
even tell you where I was, and we all got up and was like, "What's wrong with your TV?" So that's a little annoying.
That's
But,
fucking.
That's a
This is
little.
before the days of like social media was big, so nobody could like you could
You
read on
couldn't-
Twitter like, oh, what
yeah,
the fuck just
so,
happened?
like-
You just had to be like, oh, what is going on right now? Like,
Breaking Bad, they say, is like probably the best ending
yeah,
for and I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Breaking Bad had a great ending, and they tied it up perfectly. They didn't go too long. That's the
Right.
problem with people is that
was Breaking
they
Bad
always
6
try to go
seasons?
too long.
6 was it 6?
I want to say it was 6.
I thought
yeah.
it was 6, right?
That's Dexter's fucking problem. True Detective, they're probably not even gonna make a season 4 because it's such a trash
You know
show.
who else? You know who else went on too long? I wasn't planning on picking it. I don't think anybody else was. Weeds. Remember Weeds?
I liked Weeds.
Weeds
Yeah,
was cool. Weeds
I don't
was
think
a
it
fun...
deserves to be talked about.
No, I'm just saying.
Like in this draft,
oh,
it's
I
like,
agree. Which is
it's
why I'm
nowhere near
which
there.
I agree.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm bringing the point.
I
up,
don't
but I'm
even
just
know if I've seen Weeds.
saying It was good for
Weeds
so
is a
Justin,
good show.
But
Kevin
I'm saying,
Nealon's in
But
that,
I'm
right?
saying once they leave town and
Yeah,
she
it
starts,
just gets,
then
like,
it gets
hokey.
stupid,
It
right?
gets
I'm
hokey.
just to
Yeah.
piggyback your point about Dexter. I'm saying I've seen that happen on a billion shows, and I feel like The Walking Dead had that problem too. But continue. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I get back-to-back picks here. It's how
Yep.
do I want to order these? I mean, oh my gosh. Do I want to go back-to-back comedies? That's the question. Do I want to go back-to-back comedies? Yes, I'm going to go back-to-back comedies. I'm going to go Seinfeld as my first comedy.
Okay, Al. You know what? I like it. Because I don't think people considered sitcoms when they think about like TV shows. I think we were all thinking more about like Dexter, Breaking Bad, Game of Thrones type shit.
What the
I don't know.
fuck?
My
My
list has some,
my next
sitcoms
one's
on it.
kind of right down in like your alley.
I-
He's got
I
back-to-back.
had one too.
I know,
for
I
it.
know.
I have one too for
I
it,
know.
but
And then I'm going to go The Office.
Fuck, dude. Fuck.
I mean,
The fucking burn.
those two comedies, for
Here's-
no one to take a comedy in the first like 7 picks, I think is insane.
I didn't think Game
Because
of Thrones
guess
was gonna
what?
make it back.
I guarantee you guys watch one of those two comedies almost every day.
No, I
I
Read
never
what-
got
I-
into
I-
The Office. I can't lie.
I never got super into it either.
Unfucking
I like the
believable.
clips.
Once
I like
Michael left, it got a little crazy, but it's so watchable. You can just fucking put it on, go to sleep to it.
yeah.
I have
that's
other
what I used to
comedies, but
do.
those two I think are the superior comedies.
That's
Per-
what I. That's
personally, I just
Inside jokes. Think about the inside jokes. You're all
yeah, I get it. I just never like. It's
I
been
never
on.
f-
I've seen it. Random episodes. I
Same.
get it. I always
Same.
laugh, but I never gravitated towards
Same.
it. I
would agree
think
with
like
that.
the talk about it. It's like every girl.
Well, I would say like if you're making it part of your personality to just quote office quotes,
right.
you're a fucking loser.
Yeah.
That shit, like if that's like
And,
when they
like,
did that with
acting like you're a character
Anchorman
on the
and
show.
stuff
Yeah,
like that,
exactly.
like
Yep. I
have
completely
some
agree.
type of personality where you don't need to just like rip something from somebody's else's creative
Yeah, instead of
mind.
trying to
yeah.
launch as
24/7.
fucking like
I
Pam
agree.
Beasley or some shit.
But-
yeah.
Those two, to me, like that's what I go to bed like almost every night watching. I'm not gonna name the other comedy, but it's either gonna be Seinfeld, The Office, and maybe one other comedy.
yeah.
I
All
fucking
right.
love those.
Nico, it's back
All
to
right.
you.
I'm gonna go with a show that I absolutely love, Sons of Anarchy.
I knew that was what you
Yeah.
were gonna pick.
Yeah, that was a good. Another one. The ending was
Another-
like, kinda
yeah.
weird.
Ending was kind of weird, but then like once I like kind of
Was
read
it
into
though?
it. Well, so they the book Hamlet is it's kind of like how they like wanted to portray like the whole ending of how like all
so
works.
That's like the subtext they were going. What are you laughing at?
I don't know, just the way that he described like a William Shakespeare thing as just this book.
This
Hamlet.
book, Hamlet.
I don't know. It just got me laughing because I know he probably didn't even know who
I know.
who
never
wrote
re-
Hamlet.
No, I have no idea. I have no idea about that. But I read like how that story is how it like finishes off and everything. I'm
Well,
pretty
he
sure I
like
read it in like
dies.
8th grade.
He gets hit by. He kills himself like by a truck. Like he dies
Yeah.
like the
I
same
would
way his
say-
father died.
I would say, right, that for one of the most unrealistic shows on TV, everyone can agree to that, right?
That's why I.
the
did
amount
get
of
into Sons
shootouts, I
Anarchy.
fucking love Sons. I'm an entertainment guy. Everyone knows that. Does it entertain me or not? That entertained me. It was so unrealistic. The shootouts, everything that you had.
Them driving around with
completely-
rocket launchers on the bike
Yeah,
and shit.
Just them. Yeah, you had. Yeah, it was crazy for this gang, right? And they had like real Hell's Angels guys, like apparently
Consulting, right.
consulting on it. But obviously, they had to kick everything up a notch. I loved the show.
Ron
Yeah.
Perlman's
The
great.
way he kills himself.
Yeah.
Okay. That to me seems like the most ridiculous kill in the history of television. That he just legitimately opens up his arms, tilts his head back,
While
and
he's
is just
on the
like,
bike.
and drives into a truck. So that to me is like, do me a favor. Why don't you go just blow your brains out in the woods? Okay, that would be like a more realistic take. Go into your closet, hang on your fucking
Like
clothes
he's by
rack.
himself in his house, like
Yeah,
contemplating
figure it
his
out that
life.
like
Yes,
yes.
everything that you tried to build and everyone that you loved essentially either turned on you, died, or like it's just not there anymore. So like you have no other way to go. But like I know what you mean you have no other way to go. But like your
I don't-
result is like we're
yeah.
just gonna go on a crazy spree. We're gonna get the cops on me. Everybody in the whole county's behind me on the highway, and I'm just gonna open up my arms and flee into a truck. Like who the fuck wants to do that?
I thought the way that Gemma killed what's her name in the kitchen was so brutal.
I fucking love that though.
Was
That was a
so
good
brutal.
scene. That was an awesome fucking scene. And the what's it called scene was good too. When Opie gets killed in jail.
Oh, and
That's-
yeah,
and
that
he
was
just
great.
like gives
That's-
up pretty much. That
That's
was
tough to
that was a
watch
tough
because he's got to
fucking scene.
watch through the.
And he
he's
was the
gotta-
man, dude. He was the man on that
and he's,
show.
And
He
he's
was
got to
great.
watch
he
through
was
the.
like the ultimate boy, like
Yep.
and he had to fucking watch
And
that.
then
That was
like what Juice eventually just gets like his like kind of whole like beat at the end, like when he was trying to be a good guy like the whole time, and then like he kind of like just gets what was coming to him like essentially like the whole time where he thought he was like, kind of like gonna escape it, and then he just gets like that kind of merciless like throat slice, and that's just it
Yeah.
for him. So
I had
but
that on the list.
but outside of like how this all wraps up, and again in the last season, then the season that they went to Ireland, I thought was fucking terrible. That was like a whole like fucking wild goose chase. I like the characters, like you said though, Al. Is it entertaining? I thought it was like really entertaining in that
Definitely
aspect.
was.
So
Me?
Justin's up next.
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm gonna go with Lost.
Wow. I didn't see that coming. I'm not gonna lie to you, Justin.
you can't really argue it because it was such a fucking
mind fuck.
no, like it was like part of culture.
It was
Yeah.
such a big show in like the early
It was
mid
a
2000s.
huge show. When I was in college, they used to just fucking all sit around and watch it. Like everyone would we had to be there and watch it. Now I've only seen a few episodes.
Oh, you haven't watched like
No.
the whole? Oh,
No,
me
but
neither.
a lot of
So
people.
good.
That's another show people don't like the
So,
ending.
I love the ending.
Really?
I
know
love
that is
the
a
ending.
controversial ending, to be honest with you.
I loved the ending.
Do you think that ending? Because do you think that it almost invalidates the whole entire show though? That's what I think people would argue.
What is the actual end? If I remember
No,
correctly,
so
aren't they like
so
in a-
the way they explain it is basically this all happened. All that island stuff is real. Everything that happened on it's not they were all dead the whole time. It was all real. It all happened. But they all met back up together in purgatory to go to heaven or whatever. But they all died. Kate lived a whole life and then died, but they all came back to purgatory before they went to like heaven together, so they're all waiting for each other. So let's say you lived another 10 years, you lived another 50 years. I lived 1 year, Nico died in the plane crash. They
Oh, what the fuck is that?
They all ended up in purgatory at the same time so they can go to like heaven together.
I don't know. I just don't think that you'd be in purgatory with the fucking same people you were on a plane with.
Yeah, I think.
Do you know what I'm
gets a little-
saying?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
they
yeah.
like
Can I ask a question really
it's
quick?
because they all like formed this relationship and bond being on the island together.
What's purgatory? What's that?
It's like the middle place where between heaven and hell, where you're just kind of in this like
Like a
limbo,
waiting
Like a waiting
limbo.
room.
Yeah, it's like a waiting room.
Okay.
It's like limbo waiting room.
Now we know.
Marco?
Number 3, I'm gonna get my first comedy in here. I'm going with Friends. I love Friends. I think it's hilarious.
Wow.
I think it's super watchable. I think it's
It is
crushable
watchable.
episodes.
It's
like,
watchable.
You
can
can just crush
it.
episodes like over and over again. I like all the characters. I think Matthew Perry's the funniest one on the show. I thought every character was different, variety. I thought the cameos were good.
Matthew Perry. Yeah, I can see the dry sense of humor.
Yeah, I thought he was great with like improv. I thought fucking
Rachel's nips are always hot. That's nice.
sure, absolutely, why not?
Jennifer Aniston is she's in it.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, Rachel. That's her name. in
That's
the show,
Rachel.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
no,
I'm
she's.
going with my first comedy
Friends
there.
is good.
I'm
I was
going with
actually
Friends.
watching
Yeah, are you not listen? Are you not gonna mention how sick the theme song is?
Oh,
How do you not leave with
It's
that?
potentially the best theme song in show in
I
TV
would
history.
agree.
It might be the best.
That
It's
intro-
one of.
yeah.
It's one of.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
Because like as much as the Office is iconic for that, but there's like nothing really behind that. The vocals like and everything like how
It's like
like,
an
it
actual
tunes
song.
yeah
It's
how
like a song.
it's an actual song how it tunes up
the
the whole
Office
show.
Is that fucking piano with the little fucking trumpet thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that shit. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I'm going with Friends. And then I get the snake here, right?
Yeah.
I could go with like a dark horse pick, but I think I can get this at 5. This is gonna be
This
tricky.
is your last pick overall.
No, it's not. Though we're doing 5 rounds. We're doing
Yeah.
5 rounds of 4.
5.
I think we're gonna do 5.
We'll do 5.
Five.
Sorry.
Oh, all right. Well, you just got me jacked up.
My bad.
I am going to have to go with. I might just have to take it right here, even though I could probably get it in the 5th round because I kind of fucked the rounds up. I'm going with Mindhunter on Netflix.
Oh, you bitch.
That
Uh,
doesn't deserve to be in there. Not yet. It only has
I-
2 seasons
but
right
it
now.
doesn't-
They're not making.
They're not
anymore.
making a 3rd season.
Exactly, because Fincher can't do it, right? Fincher and all that.
I forget what it was, but it doesn't.
But
All those 2
such
seasons
a
of Fly
good-
Mindhunter is enough.
show.
It's
I think
unbelievable.
too much is left open. I do love the show. I do not think it's the top
5.
16th best show ever created on TV. That's an obscene thing to do with 2 seasons with a lot of holes still open.
I don't know. I got my 5th pick of where I'm going with 5th, but
I hate that pick, and I love that show. It's
that's
almost
fine.
as bad as your True Detective pick.
I think I'm right now winning this.
You're out of your mind.
I think
I
you're
think I'm
drunk.
You
winning
live
this
in
right
an
now.
alternate reality.
I think
You
I'm
are
winning.
lost, my friend.
I think I'm
You
winning.
are lost.
It
All right,
feels
can
good.
I?
Yeah, go right ahead,
Can I
Justin.
give you my? I'm gonna throw my first comedy out there. I can only make 5 picks, so I'm putting 1 comedy up there, and I'm torn between these 2, and I'll give you an honorable mention later. So my pick's gonna be Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh, I fucking
Great
love it.
pick,
It's a
Justin.
great pick,
great
Justin,
pick.
and that was gonna be my next pick.
That's
I
a
was gonna
good
go
one.
3 comedies right in a row.
I had it down. I thought I could have waited, but I mean that's just
That's a great
It's
pick.
good. It's really good.
It's fucking
When
phenomenal.
I
That
tell
show
you-
is incredible. It really is.
Yeah, it's
Watchable at any time.
It
Oh
really
my
is.
god, dude! The mentions that they make
The
the
only
water
thing that
park episode where he's running
Yeah.
around and he's like, "So God, can we get to the front of the line?" He's like, "This guy's got AIDS." It's like, "I don't have AIDS." He's like, "Actually, he's got gay AIDS. He's got gay AIDS. Can you get him to the, like you can't." That's so hard
The
to
early
like.
season, you know, Always Sunny. I didn't even realize started in like 2005 or was it 3?
This
Then
is
they-
probably, I think it's 16
Oh
or
my
17.
God.
Oh
Yeah,
my
they've been
It's the
running
episode
for
where they
God,
like portray
dude.
themselves like as they're like back in the day, like with roots and everything's in black and white. And they're actually playing the characters that they're all black.
What about the Lethal Weapon stuff when they go in blackface?
You can't do that shit now.
I
You
think
just-
they did it recently.
I think it's
redid it
recently
again,
though.
yes.
They keep
That's
getting away
hilarious.
with it.
You can't get canceled if you don't want to get
No,
canceled.
And
you
I
can't.
can't remember the guy's name, but now he's
Plus,
obviously
funny's funny.
he's in Wrexham with Ryan Reynolds. That guy, I can't remember the
Rob McElhenney.
how good of an actor that guy is that he like for the show put on all that weight.
You know
a
he's the
maniac.
creator, right?
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
created the show.
Is
Yeah,
Charlie
his
is Charlie
wife is
Day
Dee.
is Charlie Day in on the creation?
Yeah,
of
they,
that
I
as
think
well?
they're all
Him,
created.
it's the 3 guys. They all him, Rob McElhenney, Glenn Howard, and fucking Charlie Day.
I
the
think
3
Rob and
executive
Charlie
producers.
are the ones that like legitimately started it. Then they brought in Rob first, and his wife is Dee.
Is D?
Rob,
yeah,
Rob's
in real
wife.
life.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I like.
love-
I,
and he shits on her the most.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
he's the
show.
best.
I love
You
that.
fucking bird. He's always calling her a bird.
I love
She
that.
does look like a bird.
So, my
Can I ask
next.
Justin a quick question, really quick. Would Mindhunter have made it back to me at 5, or would you have taken it?
1000%.
It would have been an honorable mention because I have better shows on the list, but it is on my list.
Okay, all right. I'm just what's it called?
It is on.
Hindsight being
It is on my
20/20 here.
list. To be honest, I
Okay.
have like 5 more on my list. So this, depending on what you guys take.
This is
Nico, go right
this
ahead.
is kind of a show. Again, this is a historic show. This is the show where it's like I'm looking at as it's always on like if I can put it on like to go to bed to. It's got history. It's got that feel that like when I started watching it, like if your parents seen that you were watching it,
I think I know what you're picking,
know
and I'm
what you're
kind of
picking,
mad
too.
right now.
they were like, "Fuck, dude!" Like how are you gonna like end up watching this? Like, you're not allowed to watch this. Like, the
Can I
things they
guess
say
what
and
it is
shit.
just 'cause you're
Yeah.
describing Blue Mountain State?
No.
Fuck.
That's
Brennan,
not in the top 20. Like I
It's
like
not.
the show. That is not a
I'm
top
going
20
by how
show.
he described it.
I
Al.
know exactly what he's picking.
What is it?
It's an animated. It's an
Yes.
animated TV
Yes,
show,
it
and
is.
it's South Park.
It's South Park.
Is it really?
It's South Park. Good call now.
and that is a unbelievable pick.
It is an
It
It's a
unbelievable.
should
fucking
absolutely
great pick.
be
The
in your
movie
top
was
5.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The movie was
The care-
hilarious.
like,
I
They
remember
are
when-
geniuses, and they're another one that they don't bow to cancel culture.
No,
They're
they
not
don't.
even close.
No, they just actually embrace it. They're
Yeah.
like, yeah, you think we won't say this shit? Oh wait, we actually are gonna. And I don't know that like that whole
And
feel.
what
Like
did
if my
they do,
parents
like,
walked in watching South Park late at night, they would be like, no, absolutely not. What they're saying, they're like, yeah, fuck you, suck this dick. Like, it's just.
I
It's the
remember
way
as a
that
kid.
they-
I remember as a kid
Blue
when
Mountain
the
State.
when the movie
Yeah,
came out.
I don't know about that.
When the movie came out, them two got to go see it because they were older,
Yeah.
and like we had to stay home, and I was so jealous and mad. I'm like,
They
"What
make
the
like
fuck?
dude,
I
how
wanna go
funny is it?
watch
They make
this
the devil
movie."
like big juice and Jack, but he's wicked gay. Like, he's just like flamboyantly gay. It's like,
Not
stop
to say because
it.
Al's here, but like Big Gay Al is also a fucking hilarious
that is-
character
it
on
is,
that
yeah.
show.
They
Not
They
to
gotta
say
put,
that-
and
I don't
that's
think they play him as much anymore.
Chef. Didn't they
That-
cancel Chef?
They might have canceled.
They
No, I don't think
canceled
so.
Big Gay Al, right?
No.
They canceled Chef too. I think.
like they have like the
They
token
canceled
black.
Token?
They have the
I
token
don't know.
black kid.
They've done
It-
a little bit. Obviously, they had to because some of it was a little ridiculous. But
yeah, but like the Henson,
such
like
a good
how he,
show. I mean, that's been almost 20 years.
Oh, I was in like
know,
the, I don't know.
it's got to be
sixth-
over 20
sixth
years.
or
maybe.
7th grade when that came out.
yeah,
It's a great show.
it's a great show. It's just a great show. It'll give you a laugh every time.
I
feel
can't
like.
believe he thought you were gonna pick Blue Mountain State though.
No, I know he's in my ballpark. Like I do love that show,
I'm
but
pissed you took it because I was definitely 100% taking it there.
Why got Wally pipped?
I got Wally Pips.
I got burned on The Office.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I
Wow.
know.
Hey,
He was
also,
coming-
hey,
he was coming
hey,
back.
listen, it
I think
happens.
I have to go another comedy, but it's kind of fucking.
Gotta
I
vary
know.
this portfolio, Al.
I 100% know no one's picking my next drama. So I'm gonna go comedy here. I'm between two. Do I want an animated? Do I? Yeah. Give me The Simpsons.
Oh,
Give me The Simpsons.
It's right there.
Really, Al?
It's right
Give me
there.
The Simpsons.
Yeah.
25 years on
Really?
TV.
It's right there. That's
There's
another
some really
good one.
good fucking
Yes.
episodes.
Yeah, but you could make a case another show that's gone on way too long. You could make that case. For
I
The
don't think
Simpsons.
I don't
Why?
think you can because I think he moves. They
Simpsons,
moves
sorry.
with the time.
Maybe. I hear a lot of people say they should have stopped after like season 7 or 8.
Well,
Like the late 80s, like the early 2000s when The Simpsons should have probably stopped. Or something. I don't know. I'm not a huge Simpsons fan. I've always casually liked what they did. But I'm just saying, in terms of like we were talking about earlier with the TV shows going on too long. But hey,
I think it's
pick.
like
Historic
in
intro
pop
song.
culture. Yes.
Historic
I
intro
agree.
song. Yeah,
The
no,
movie
exactly.
was really good. The video game was fucking awesome.
awesome.
Road Rage and Hit and Run were both on.
Oh,
Road.
they
Yeah,
were good.
it's-
And the arcade game was fun.
Now, just think of how much that's infiltrated your life.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
insane.
So-
You're right.
Absolutely.
Al, you're
Yeah, I
right.
would say like right after South Park, you Simpsons. It's right there
Yep.
with me. Yeah, 100%. You got another one.
Oh, I do. That's
your
right.
last one.
Oh, fuck. All right, so I'm gonna pick this show thing, and this is on that they've had 3 straight unbelievable seasons. They're still on TV. Every season gets better, and I think it's gonna go down as one of the greatest TV shows ever. So right now, I'm picking like Mike Trout. That's what I'm picking right now. That I think that if this continued success keeps happening, this could be the #1 TV show ever, maybe to rival The Sopranos and Breaking Bad.
Wow.
I'm gonna pick Succession.
I was just about. I knew you were gonna fucking
Never
say
seen it.
Succession. I knew it.
Oh, watch it,
Yeah,
dude.
I've never
Watch
seen
it.
How
Is
do
it
you
really that good?
It's
how do you
that
s-
fucking good.
how do you
What's
spell it?
about?
It's about this like media family.
Okay.
So I think it's supposed to
Serious.
be
I'm fucking
like the
playing.
Murdoch family, kind of a play off that. You know, the
Okay.
ones that own
Or
Fox.
like Ted Turner or something like that.
Like
yeah,
that.
Right, yeah, right.
But the family's just fucking crazy, and it's funny, and it's drama. It's very fucking
Are you
good.
gonna fucking help me
I'm
out? Or are you
telling
just
you.
gonna sit there and fucking
Go
laugh?
watch Succession.
I am shocked that
Nico
Al
would
left
like
a
a
big.
correct spelling.
Al left a big, unless he
Nico.
had it planned for the.
I'll tell
I
you
got
how
a
to
ton of
spell it
honorable
if you spell it
mentions.
first out loud.
What are we talking about?
He would like to know the correct spelling. Of
I got it.
Succession.
I got it. Fuck you. I used my brain.
Let me see it. Let me see it. Let's see. Let's get a live Succession. Where is it?
SUC session, right?
No, he's missing a C.
Missing a
It's
C.
two C's.
Fuck.
Oh, that's not that big of a deal, though.
God damn it.
No,
Can I
no,
take a
and
guess?
he's missing a C, and there's no S.
Is your
So it's
hold on, 'cause I know he's not picking, I'm shocked you
SUCCESSION.
didn't pick it. Are you picking a drama for your fifth?
Success, right?
Succession.
It doesn't matter. I can't pick. I
Now
can't
I
pick
gotta
it. so
fucking
that's
look it up.
fine.
Yo,
I want to call out Al's honorable mention because I
wait,
think
wait till it's
Time out.
Hold on.
Time out.
That's
I'm
how you
sorry.
spell it.
I'm-
SUCCESSION. I had it correct on mine. There's no S, so that S should be a C.
I'm missing a C.
You're missing a C, and there's an extra S in there.
Is
dude.
it-
Oh, so instead of SUCS, it's
right now, so it says
SUCC.
C.
yeah. Right
Whose
now,
turn is it?
Mine.
Nico's.
It's
All
my
right,
turn.
Give us the pick.
Yeah.
Spell it.
All right. This show, I'm just starting to watch it, and I can understand why people love it so much.
Is it an older show?
It's not an older show. It's newer. We're on season 4, and you know it's a banger. Stranger Things. Stranger Things to me
I don't
is
Very popular.
I don't hate
get
it in the fifth round,
I
Nico.
get it.
is a
I don't
very
hate it in the
good
fifth round.
show.
So you think that it's a top 18 TV show of all time?
I think of all time, no, but I think it's moving there. I think it's moving there with the
I think
with
some
the,
people would agree with you.
with the viewership there. Again, 5th round, last pick. You want to talk about the volume of like the show and like how much weight it carries, how many people watch it.
Yeah,
I think a
and
lot
it
of people are in
definitely-
touch to it.
it's definitely like infiltrating culture.
It's also
People-
Netflix's like biggest show. I would say it's the biggest show they've ever put out, in my opinion.
There might be one that's pretty big too.
Can
that
I
just ended.
can I give you my last pick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
So, right now on my board I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 picks
Jesus
that
Christ.
I didn't. So I have to pick one out of these 5.
Right.
And I'm gonna give you a show that we all watched, and it's a coming of age show.
I know what this is.
We all grew up watching it,
Oh my
Here
God.
we go.
and I still will. If it's on today, will happily watch it. And my first crush of all time.
I see. Now here's what I'm gonna get with this. I got into an argument with someone once.
Oh wait, I think I
That
know what this is.
I don't know if he's gonna. So let's go into the honorable mentions. I know exactly what you're picking.
Yeah.
I don't know how people think that she's better looking than some other people.
All right, I got you.
I don't know, but I thought I
Boy,
did.
Boy Meets
Boy
World.
Meets World.
Yeah,
Oh, it's a
that's what I
panga?
knew it was coming.
I
Oh
don't
my God.
understand the attraction there. I had someone. Who you
Well,
picking
you
next?
gotta
Get your
think
next pick,
Do
as
you
I
want
want
to
to
get my last
my
pick? I'm
take
going
off.
to cartoon. I'm going my fifth. In my opinion, the best cartoon of all time. Nickelodeon's best show ever. I'm going with Hey Arnold. That's
Hey
my
Arnold,
favorite.
that's
That's
a
my
good pick.
favorite. That's
That's
my
a good
favorite.
pick.
Best
cartoon of all
best
time.
show of all time. Because now that I think about that, I'm pissed. I could have switched out Stranger Things, and I 100% would have put SpongeBob.
Yeah.
So I
SpongeBob
have
is a
to-
trash show. I fucking hate
Al, you're
SpongeBob.
the
My
fucking
kid puts it
Al,
on. I
Al.
want to punch him right in the face. All the guy does is scream, and it's kind of weird that right now I'm elevating my voice, but his laugh is annoying. Everything about it is annoying. Patrick Star is wicked annoying.
Iconic.
They're all
How's he
fucking
wicked
annoying.
annoying? What do you mean? He's like the
Al,
dumb
I will-
fucking
Al,
founded
hold on,
friend.
I will say
The
this.
snail fucking meows. It doesn't make any sense.
It's a
All they do
fucking
is yell.
kid show.
Nickelodeon
You
cartoon about a
cannot
talking
relax
sponge, Al.
watching that show. You cannot relax.
What do you
watching
want?
that
that
Fucking
is a- that
SpongeBob
is a
and Patrick to
bullshit,
hit the
buddy.
fucking streets and
Yeah.
start selling fucking
That
rocks?
is not a bold take. I guarantee there is millions of us that hate SpongeBob. Can't take his voice. Can't take him yelling all the time.
You're
Can't take his
insane.
fucking laugh. Hate it.
SpongeBob might be the best. There's you can make a case.
The
that SpongeBob
only
is the best
thing I
cartoon
will
ever.
give. The only thing I will give. Top 5 theme song. That's the only thing I'll give.
That's the only thing you want
That's
to
the
give.
only
SpongeBob.
thing
That's
I'm gonna
stupid.
give. It's an annoying.
When they
ass TV
changed the
show.
voices over, the show got a little bit different. But back when we were
We
watching
had
it, it was
great
on. It was awesome.
fucking animated cartoons.
We did.
Yes, yeah.
The Batman cartoon. I would
We
go
had
Oh,
great-
Rocket,
Yeah.
Rocket Power.
Rocket Power is so
Rocco's Modern Life.
Rocco's
Hey
Modern
Arnold.
Life.
Think about all
Ah,
of Ren and
Real
Stimpy.
Monsters.
and
Dexter's
even go
Dexter's
back.
Laboratory. It was a good one.
No, that sucked.
That's
SpongeBob.
DDUE.
I fucking hate SpongeBob. I hate
I
SpongeBob.
never knew this about you because I would have judged.
Does
you, I'm not
anybody
gonna
have
lie.
any? There's no
That's
picks left,
crazy. Wow.
correct?
Wait, Marco, what's your
It's
last?
not that
What was your
crazy.
last?
What is
Marco, what was
good
your
about
last
it?
I
pick?
don't know. I don't.
He already picked it.
What was
I
Marco's last pick?
Hey,
Hey Arnold.
Is my last.
Is he a boy? How old is he? He wears a fucking stupid shirt and tie the whole time, and he works as a fucking
Fry cook,
a fry cook. Makes 0 sense. 0 cents.
Al,
I
it
would like to try a
Nickelodeon?
crab.
It also makes zero sense because maybe the fucking whole concept of the show is underwater and it's fucking like all these little things that like no one would think about as like an actual world and a whole community. Like,
Can
you
I
don't
give you
think
guys
I know that
my?
it takes place underwater?
Can
no, I understand that, but like, come on, put it into perspective. The whole
Wait,
fucking show's
wait,
outlandish. She
Gary,
lives
How
on
do
a
you speak
pineapple.
underwater? They're all different species. How do they talk to each other?
It's a fucking kid show.
I understand that. But don't act. But his fucking. You don't think that his laugh's annoying in the way he
No, I
talks
just
and he
wanna-
yells
I've
all
always
the time?
loved
That's
SpongeBob, I really have.
SpongeBob.
Al, I think
Why didn't you pick it?
We missed the boat on SpongeBob.
I think I'm too old.
We're too
I think
old
that's
for
what
that.
it
Maybe,
is.
'cause I fucking
Squidward, the
love
miserable
Sponge.
neighbor. Like,
So
oh,
what?
come
Can I-
on.
and-
Squidward.
and
It's
since
our
it's-
Sucks.
like Ren and
He's got a
Stimpy,
dick
but-
on his
Wait,
face too,
since-
Squidward.
Since the snake draft, do I get to do my honorable mentions first?
If you
It
want 'em,
doesn't
yes.
matter. They don't get put up on the graphic.
However many you want to say, go ahead.
Okay,
I
got-
have 4 of them. So.
You go
Okay.
first, so then I can.
No, you go. Go.
No, because I want.
I only
No,
have-
you wanted it first. Go now.
I
Now
have
you're on the spot.
Yeah, but I have one
No.
right now. I only have one. All my other guys got taken.
Say your one, Nico.
Oh,
my
he's
God.
back.
It's the Ghost of
Hey.
Christmas
Wow.
Past.
Oh, Jay back.
Yeah. Long story short, a while back, my dad broke his back, and he's been in a bed for like 2 months, but he can get up and do limited stuff, and he just fell on his way back from the bathroom. So
Sometimes you fall in this life. Did
sometimes you
get back
fall.
up?
I had to.
Everything
Thank
good
God
though?
he's
Is
Yeah, no, he's good. Thank God he didn't like hit his head or re-injure
Yeah.
anything
That
or
shit's
like.
scary.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
That shit's
Yeah.
really scary,
For sure.
bro.
So
Well, shout out to Papa J
J5,
Fine.
We're in the. We just did the snake draft
okay,
for the TV shows of all time.
okay.
I want you to really quick give us your top 5 just TV shows just to see how they stack up against ours before we get to the honorable mentions. Because I feel you were supposed to be in this, and if
All
Jay
right,
Fine was in this draft, it would have looked completely different. You never know.
Yeah.
So if I was just going by the first round, like what I expected to be in the first round, I would say The Sopranos.
Bingo.
That was number
Bingo
one.
overall
Number
now.
one, that would have been my number
Number
one.
one
This is like
Um,
Jay Fine playing Family Feud. Ding. Got it.
The Wire. I'm assuming
That
is
was-
that was
that's
my
in the
number
second
2.
That
round,
was your
the
number
second
2.
That
round.
was number 2.
Okay.
Oh wow. So you
Wow.
you were gonna be in here.
But after that, I mean, there's a million. I would say is Seinfeld up there.
Yep, that's
Now-
back at the end of
Sein-
round 2. He got it on
Seinfeld.
at the end.
Okay. Personally, myself, I would put South Park up there.
Yeah, that's right. Dave. Wow, yo, he's got it pretty good, honestly.
I don't know. Yeah. What are some of the
So
other ones?
We'll all read our lists. Go
Hold
for
on.
it, guy.
Hold on a second. Actually, let me ask you this question: If you had, let's say you had a full 25 picks,
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
would you even consider Mindhunter or True Detective?
For True Detective, no, because I don't think it went long enough. I mean, it was a good series, but I mean, there was nothing that like made it. I think like crazy for me. But I think what went 4 seasons?
Plus,
Five?
they had no two. There's only 3.
Oh,
And
3.
The, and
Okay,
the second
3
one was a
seasons.
dud.
Right. Mindhunter. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know much about Mindhunter. I haven't seen it.
It's the
There's
best
only
2
two
seasons of
seasons.
fucking TV you might have ever watched.
No,
in
it's
your
not.
life.
It's
that
it's
good.
slow. I do like it.
See
It's
that- but
slow
that-
burning the first season out.
That's your problem right there. Only 2 seasons. I don't think. How do you consider that for?
When they're that good,
They're not that good though. Not that good as
I-
like top
I-
20.
but now that's the.
And True Detective is not a first round pick.
All right,
That's
this
I
is
don't know
what we'll
about
do.
that.
I want to read
All
my honorable mention, then
All
we'll all read our list, and Jay Fine's going to pick the
Okay.
winner.
okay.
Because he is completely unbiased.
Okay.
Was Game of Thrones on there for someone?
Yes.
It was.
Okay.
Can I just give you my
go
honorable
ahead.
mentions really fast?
Yep, go ahead. Take
All
your time.
that.
Yeah, okay.
Fargo.
No, I hate Fargo, but
Media,
go
same.
ahead.
I'm not.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
yes,
Curb's
definitely.
a good one.
And Black Mirror.
I never
I'm
watched
not a
Black
big
Mirror.
Black Mirror guy, but I could see the appeal for sure.
I can too.
Well,
I've watched
none
one
of
or
those
2
made
episodes.
none of those made my top 5 because I had better fucking TV shows
So
than that.
I had Veep. Veep was a great comedy. Curb Your Enthusiasm. Arrested Development. No one
That's a
mentioned.
good show, yeah.
Eastbound and Down, if you wanted, but I just don't think that was top 20.
Freaks and Geeks was good too.
My favorite
Just
comedy
had
is
watching
probably
Eastbound
New
and Down
Girl.
last night.
New Girl's
Really?
funny.
If you ever watch New Girl, dude, straight up, it's a wicked funny
I
comedy.
believe a buddy of mine
shit.
loves New Girl. Yeah.
If we had more rounds, I would have went there. And then one of my personal favorites is Psych
I was just gonna say that.
on USA.
My
But
honor-
you just can't put it in
I
the
remember you
top
had the
20.
box set DVD.
You just can't. You can't put it in.
My honorable mention is Rick and Morty. I love Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
The
Rick and
Morty.
Morty's
Still
a good
going
show. It
too.
feels-
Rick and Morty is a good show. It's they just got another new
I
season
think
coming
it just
up.
doesn't have like the longevity yet for it to crack like a South Park.
I
I
had
will
no
say- I
idea
will
that
say-
someone had to tell me after watching like 4 seasons that those two characters are portrayed after the Back to the Future guys. Like I had
Yeah.
no
Yeah,
idea
they have,
that's what the
Doc
spin
Brown
is.
And fucking
Yes.
Marty McFly. It's the
Alright,
same
Yeah,
guy.
but it's like so funny. Like Morty would be like, "Yeah, Rick, you got a report." He's like, "Suck my dick." They just keep saying, "Like, suck my dick."
So my two honorable mentions were SpongeBob. Not gonna lie, and I had
Sucks.
X Files as the other one.
X Files is a great show.
I had X
Yeah.
Files as
My father used to love that show.
So did
He
your
did.
mother.
Yeah.
Yep. I had X Files as an honorable mention.
I'm surprised nobody picked WWE Monday Night Raw.
Well, I mean,
It's considered a
TV series.
it's
Yeah,
considered
I
a
guess it
TV
is.
show.
Yeah, I guess
It's actually the
I thought
longest
about
running.
stuff like that. I thought about like maybe Sports Center. I feel like that, like when you were growing up, like Sports Center.
You could just watch it on repeat over and over again.
We probably all watched it 3 to 4 times
3
a
to
day.
4 times.
Yeah.
A day,
absolutely.
yeah, still
That's how you
actually.
spend like a Saturday morning in
But-
the summer, just like watching.
Yeah, I
sports
kept it
highlights.
more to like the scripted shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got you.
Right.
Because if we went
Um,
reality, you could have went reality TV.
Yeah,
going
Real
along.
World or whatever.
I know. I
All right,
probably-
so-
Jersey
I don't, know
Shore.
if, I don't know if we should read all the picks back and have them pick. I think
No?
that might be redundant. All right, yeah, let's do it. Fuck it.
Here we go, Al.
All right.
All right, go from the first.
First
overall
overall pick, we go This is me, Jay Fine.
Yeah.
I have Sopranos. Then I go Seinfeld. Then I go The Office. Then I go Simpsons, and then I go Succession.
All right, that's gonna be tough to beat.
All right, so then it goes me. I go Entourage, Game of Thrones, Sons of Anarchy, South Park, and Stranger Things.
That's also tough to beat. Wow. Okay.
All right, then I had third.
Yep.
I went Dexter,
Okay.
The Wire, Lost, Always Sunny, and
Wow.
Boy Meets World.
Okay.
Wow.
I had True Detective, Breaking Bad, Friends, Mindhunter, and Hey Arnold.
I think it's a 3-man race right now.
Margo,
I
can
think
you
you-
repeat that, Margo?
Huh?
Can you repeat yours?
True Detective,
Yeah.
Breaking Bad,
Yeah.
Friends,
Yeah.
Mindhunter, and Hey Arnold.
Marco's list sucks.
You
compared
gotta
to all
eliminate
of
Marco
us.
right off
I-
the top.
No, you don't.
No,
Right off
they,
the top.
no, you
No.
eliminated my list right off the top. Everyone shit on my shit. We're shitting on you. Your fucking list is out. No one even. Half of the.
Yes.
I
No, mean,
like
that's
Friends.
such a bad list.
Breaking Bad should have been your number one.
I almost feel like he's missing a chromosome with that list.
No, so here's
That's
the
how
thing
bad
is,
that list
I
is.
have arguably the best TV show of all time in Breaking Bad. I have arguably the best sitcom of all time in Friends.
Okay.
Right?
No,
I have
no,
arguably- I
no,
have
no one
arguably-
remembers Friends as the greatest sitcom ever. That's
Honestly,
crazy.
Yeah,
my
that's
mom,
true.
my mom watched Friends. Like that's how I look at Friends.
True
your mother and
Detective. Your
millions of
first
other
pick is
people.
True Detective. You already lose everything off
No,
that.
I don't.
But Nico,
They
what
had
was your
one
fifth?
season.
When you have the best
Stranger
season of
Things.
television now,
Stranger
you have to
Things.
be consistent.
That's what I'm saying, dude. That was my fifth
And Hey
pick.
Arnold might be the best show that Nickelodeon ever
That's the
put
best
out.
show that Netflix has ever produced, or ever came out with.
Jay,
Whatever.
fine, what is
All right.
your top,
It's
your top
fifth.
five, or you not?
Well, so look,
No,
I
he's
would.
picking a winner.
That's why I said sorry before you start, Jay. Fine. That's why I said that if he wasn't it, that was kind of good because the way that he named the picks, like honestly, in order off of his head. If you look at our draft, it honestly snakes like that. Like he said, Sopranos.
I
Then he
would
goes
say,
to Wire. Then he went with. I think he went
What
with
I
like
would say
Seinfeld
too is that if
and a
Jay
South Park.
Fine was in this draft, Mako would still get every one of his picks. That's how bad his draft was.
That's false. Breaking Bad wouldn't have fell to me. Friends.
You
wouldn't
should
have
have
fell
went Breaking Bad in the first round, and then,
But
then
when
we
we
could have
do-
at least respected.
Graphic
okay,
will be
second
done for
round,
this
maybe
because
True
this
Detective.
is a pretty good stacked up list.
You
Like
said
your-
that last week. You,
No, it's gonna be done. It'll be done.
how many
Jay
cl-
Fine.
How many clips did you
Okay,
make this
Jay
week?
Fine.
Yeah.
So now you're
Three.
Who got him?
you're stuck
The group got
inside
Yeah.
for like 2 months. You can only pick one person's list, and those are the only 5 shows you can watch.
You guys are fucked. You're fucked right now. If that's how you're making him pick, you guys are fucked. I've got 2 of the most watchable comedies ever.
yeah,
back to back.
I get it.
You
have
guys
a
are fucked.
You have a
Nico
great list.
Marco's
I'm
got
not
a
fucked.
season.
I'm not
No one goes. Let me rewatch True Detective. They do say let's rewatch Breaking Bad. I'll give you that. Sopranos they rewatch.
Right.
Justin stuff they rewatch. Your list is terrible.
No, it's not. I have an answer for every single pick you have. You have the
No
Sopranos.
one's watching
wait,
Hey Arnold.
wait,
No one's
wait,
watching Hey Arnold.
Wait.
No one's watching it back.
You have The Sopranos. I have Breaking Bad. It's a wash. Okay. You have Seinfeld. I have Friends. Wash.
That ain't a wash. That
Yes,
ain't a
it
wash,
is.
my
Yes,
friend.
it is.
That is not.
Yes, it is.
Definitely not.
No,
No
it's not
way.
a wash.
Yes, it is.
It's a wash in
Definitely
what?
not.
Mako Land.
No, it's
That's
not
it.
Marco Land. No, it's not
Yes,
Marco Land.
that's
in-
where it's a
in-
wash
It's in
in.
everywhere.
I'm
Land.
glad you were in this draft.
Absolutely not.
You took all the bumps.
My True Detective pick, my one of the season of this show is better than any season that anybody's show else that picked in this draft.
I only respect the
What?
Breaking Bad pick.
The Wire, dude.
Yeah, True Detective is the best.
It's-
This first season
you're-
of True Detective is the best.
Clearly,
season of
you've
television.
never
about
watched
the
The
ending?
Wire.
You liked
What,
the ending?
first season?
Yes, you liked the ending of the first season.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I thought it was good up until the last episode, and they kind of ruined the
Why did you think
the
there was a
landing.
supernatural thing going on there? I like that it circled back to that guy.
I think it was so bad. I think it was so bad that reveal, but I do agree the hype during it was key. How many times have you rewatched it? Probably never.
I didn't need to. Experiencing it once was unbelievable.
What
I
about
was
that
just like,
second season, dude? What
second
about it?
season was okay. It was okay. It was just all right.
No, it
was
wasn't
just
even okay.
The third season was better than the
Let's
second season.
let's let Jay Fine speak.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
All right, so I gotta say, Marco, I do tend to agree that you have the weaker of the four lists.
That's fine.
I want you to come
Uh,
out stronger than that. Tell him he should go run in traffic or something.
Yeah,
With
absolutely.
that list.
Your
I mean,
list
I'm
sucks
not-
fucking
I'm-
donkey dick.
I'm not gonna lie. I expected better out of you for this list. I
Okay.
did. I did.
Keep in mind. Wait. You
No,
have to keep in
no,
mind,
no,
Wait. You have to
dude.
keep this in mind. Jay Fine. I
Yeah.
had last pick in the draft.
Who cares?
What does it matter?
What do you mean? What does it matter?
What are you talking about?
You had
I-
back-to-back.
Look at all the shows that we got after you picked.
Doesn't matter.
You,
I love this
so the
list.
top 5 picks, you had 2 of the top 5 picks, and you went True Detective, Breaking Bad. True Detective's a terrible pick
It's not a terrible pick.
in that first
True
round. it
Detective
is.
fucked you in the first.
No.
In the first round, terrible.
So I think, Marco, for you, I think Breaking Bad and Friends are the only two that I would consider worthy of being in the top
the
top
only reason I
five.
would dispute that is because you haven't seen Mindhunter.
I haven't
that's the
seen it,
only
but
one.
you told me it's 2
That's
seasons,
correct.
so I can't consider it like an
That's fair.
all-time
That's fair.
great.
And the second one's not
And
as good as
it's
the
not
first.
even they're not even gonna make anymore. It's not even like you're picking the future, like a future draft pick. You know what I mean? That
That's
they're
fair.
gonna keep making.
For me personally, so what's interesting is like so I haven't seen Succession,
I didn't either.
but
Me either.
Al's first 4 to me, here's
Monster
a-
picks.
Al's first 4 are the strongest of anybody else's like 4.
If you watch
But-
Succession, it's all 5. Like
So-
Succession's gonna be that show. You're gonna hear about that. Like it's gonna be that next show.
It's tough.
Nico's
man.
got a good list. though,
Nico's
too.
well, Nico and Justin got a good list.
Yeah.
Like because I think they're all respectable, all-time greats. For me personally, The Sopranos, Seinfeld, The Office, and The Simpsons have like not personal and sentimental like preferences for me. So I'm gonna go Al, but that's the only reason why. It's just because like I have a preference for his shows. I don't necessarily think it's that it was a better 5 than the other.
And I also think that I could get down like if we were buying each other's lists, I would buy your list. I'd throw in offers on your list.
Yeah, no, yeah, definitely.
His list, no one's putting an offer in for his
That's
list.
fine.
It's sitting on the market.
No.
It's
Yeah.
sitting on the market for 4 months. All of a sudden now they have to fucking rework it. They need to do more cosmetic work to the house. That's how bad your list
Reshoot,
is.
a lot of reshoots. A lot of
Reshoots, yeah.
reshoots.
That's fine. We got great shows on this list. I'm not worried about it.
I think
I'm
how
not worried about it.
Justin kind of screwed up a little bit. He should have went Wire in the first round.
I think Dexter in the
Just
first
because
round,
of
I would-
Dexter, they fucked up the last few seasons.
True. It went personal preference for me.
Always Sunny's so fucking good too.
Always Sunny is great, dude. I wanted Always
Sunny
Sunny.
in the fourth might be the pick of the draft, but so is South Park.
I don't know. Boy Meets World in the 5th. That was a coming of age show. we
Stranger
all
Things
wa-
in the
The
5th.
only thing
See,
is
Stranger Things
I've
sucks.
rewatched it. I don't
Stranger
really
Things doesn't
like it.
It
suck.
sucks. It's the same bullshit.
No,
they
it's
just
not.
They force 80s bullshit down your throat. It's fucking sucks.
It's a good watch. It's a great watch. You could. That's another one you could sit and watch fucking season after season after season because you get hooked. That's what I'm doing right now.
I can't do that. I watch it once. I never watch it again.
Did you guys want to talk about the movie really quick? We don't have to close with the movie. I think we still have plenty of time. But did you guys want to talk about the movie really quick?
Yeah, we should.
So
I
the
mean, the
guys
one you
watched.
didn't
The guys
watch.
except me watched. Hand up. The 4th of July, which is Louis C.K.'s independently funded movie that he released on his website, right?
It's Louis,
Yeah, he
right?
like filmed it
It's
in
Louis
secret.
C.K., right?
Louis C.K.
Oh, I always said Louis C.K. I always said both. Honestly, I've heard people say both. But either way, can I ask you a question? Not that I ever saw marketing for this movie from you guys, but like, did you think this was going to be a different movie than it actually was?
I absolutely did.
Okay, because at the surface to me it looked like I'm like, oh, this is going to be like some kind of like funny fucking,
I thought
witty comedy.
because he like was battling being canceled and is like, fuck you, I'm still making content, whatever. He threw all his own money into making the movie. He didn't really promote it. He just kind of put it out there. It was his movie.
I
like,
never
hey,
saw a trailer for this movie or
No,
anything.
he
nothing.
did like a
Well,
surprise release of it.
I think it's been kind of whispers. Like for a while, they've been talking about it. Like I listened to a lot of the podcast that they do. All those comedians that were in it, they've been talking about it for a long time. Like so, I kind of knew it was coming out. Joe List, he's been talking about it. He was
Yeah.
like co-creator with Louis. So I definitely knew it was coming out. I will agree that I thought it was going to be more a comedy than a dramedy. Okay, so that's what I would consider this, like a comedy drama. That's now I did not even realize that until Bones texted the group chat and said it was not a comedy, pretty much. So I went in with different expectations.
So did I.
But once I got that text from you, I went in with that. Okay, this is going to be a drama.
So I think I went in. At least you had a heads up.
Yes.
When I went into it, I'm like, I'm ready to laugh my ass off. This movie is going to be hilarious. Especially, I heard them talking about it on, like, I think Louis was on Rogan. So I was listening to that podcast, and the way they were hyping it up, like, this movie is hilarious. People were dying laughing in the theater. I'm like, I literally didn't laugh one time during this movie.
I laughed a few times.
I thought it was dry. I thought it was just boring. I didn't
Nothing
really
happened.
Like it. Nothing.
Nothing happened in the whole movie. Nothing happened.
Well, yeah, it's supposed to be like not a coming of age.
Is this a guy with like a midlife crisis type of thing? Like, is this what's going on?
No,
here?
he just has some like deep issues with his family.
Yeah.
So he's a recovering alcoholic. Deep issues with the family.
Would you compare this movie more to like something like Funny People instead of like Wedding Crashes or something like
It
that?
was absolutely nothing like Wedding
Not
Crashers.
even close.
No, I'm saying in terms of something that's advertised as like a very upfront, like fucking slapstick
This
comedy.
is legit a
And-
drama.
Okay, so it's more like a
Drama
funny,
with funny elements. I would
like
call
Funny
it.
People.
No,
So
Funny
Funny
less
People's funny
less.
than-
Yes.
Funny.
Okay.
This was like a. Okay, so I actually, because I got the heads up, I will agree that if I went in thinking it was a straight slapstick comedy, I probably wouldn't have liked it as much as I did. I actually really, really liked this movie, but I went in thinking it was going to be a drama. I like this movie, so I thought that mother was so believable. I thought the father looked like he was ready to kill himself the whole movie. I got a feeling of what it was like to be with that family. Okay, I thought that the comedians that were in there, some of them were very, very funny. Some of the jokes that they said.
Bobby Kelly was hilarious.
Bobby Kelly was very funny. When he slides into that booth when they're at the pizza store and he just slides and you see him sliding in the background, I was cracking up at that. One time, he's a jazz pianist, Joe List. Joe List's character is a jazz
That's
pianist.
hilarious.
He's a recovering alcoholic. Now, I'm pretty sure Joe List is a recovering alcoholic in real life.
So wait a minute, not to cut.
So
you
I
off.
think it's kind of a biography in
It's
a way.
based on his life.
Yes.
So Joe List is the main character in the movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought like Louis C.K. self-directed.
Louis
a movie
C.K.
with
might be in
himself
this
as
movie
the-
for 3 minutes.
Okay, but he
He's the
directed and wrote
therapist.
film.
He's his
Okay.
therapist, and no one's helping. No one helps out him. And they want him to go confront the family. They go up to a main house every 4th of July. It's like a family thing, and his family is just a bunch of booze bags, and they're kind of dicks to him, or he thinks they're dicks to him, and he's just felt like he's never been loved by his mother or his father. So he's always said that he needs to confront this. So what's happening is it's affecting his personal life because he doesn't think he should ever be a father. That's essentially what this whole movie is about. That he doesn't think he's good enough to have a father. He doesn't want to bring kids into the world that he grew up in because of his deep-seated issues. So he tells his wife to stay home. Like, I want to fucking confront my family. And then he goes there and he slowly starts to confront the family. But he's a jazz pianist and he's playing his jazz and all the kids, and they are just dropping a ton of F-bombs through this thing. So this was an uncancelable movie. They call them retards.
Oh,
Like
really?
there's a ton of retarded jokes. There was a lot of, would you say that they were it was almost like an F you to cancel culture a little bit with some of the jokes.
Yeah, I get that. Which you can expect that from Louis.
Yeah.
I feel like. But
Yeah.
to me, I think the movie just like it didn't hit home. Nothing happened. I feel
Right,
like there
but-
was like no conclusion. They had one like he had finally just couldn't take it because his like uncle pantsed him and he like lost his fucking mind.
yeah.
So
Soccer
he
was
like
amazing.
he like goes into the cabin and he like sitting down. It kind of reminded me a lot of you, Marco. This movie.
Do you remember that time we sprayed one dollop of whipped cream on his shoulder
He
and
lost
he
his
freaked
mind.
out?
Yeah.
I remember you bit his head. That was fucking hilarious.
So
Oh my God.
basically he like
But it was in his underwear
Such
too.
a
It didn't even
stupid-
show his prick. That's the best
I
part.
No,
know.
it didn't.
It's
It's-
such
he
a-
was literally like, oh my god.
But you know what? You know what it was
do
though.
that?
No, you know what it is though.
Yeah.
He was getting aggravated because every single one person was drunk around him.
Yeah.
Except him,
Yeah.
they
So,
were
so
all
like, you ever
hammered.
be around a bunch of drunk
Yeah,
people
yeah,
and you're not
exactly.
drunk?
You
That's
can't-
what it was
yeah,
like.
You can't do that.
So-
Yeah. So you just about had
so
it.
Can I just tell you? He walks into the cabin. He starts playing piano. He's like really good at piano. He's a jazz pianist. And one of his cousins invites this other girl, her friend,
Oh my God.
and so she's listening to him play the piano, and she's like, "Wow, you're so good! Like, you should play for them." He's like, "Ah, nah, they don't give a shit." He's like, "No, she's like, I really think they will." And so basically, the whole family walks in. They're like, "Stop playing that gay fucking music."
No, they walk up to him, they're like, jazz? More like jizz. Because he just plays jazz music. Just
They're
the
like-
one line. The one-liners were funny. I thought
The
they were funny.
one-liners were funny there, but I think I went into it expecting
Yes.
to be like dying laughing, especially the conversation we had leading up into picking that movie where they're not making blockbuster comedies anymore.
It wasn't
so
a
I'm like,
blockbuster comedy.
finally, it's like we're gonna get Louis C.K. He wrote and directed. The dude is hilarious. It's very subtle, under the blanket comedy.
Didn't
Yeah,
he
it's
direct
definitely-
Dirty Work too?
No.
Well, I don't think
Louis
so.
C. He directed some other random ass fucking comedy
No,
in the
because
90s.
that's an unbelievable movie.
Great,
But no,
movie.
he definitely didn't.
Do you know Dirty Work got rated on Barstool Sports for that kid that's doing the top 100 movies of the 90s? And you know, got rated like 97th, I want to say, maybe 96th.
No,
Dirty
good
Work.
for him. That kid sucks.
I think it should be that low. I mean, movies.
I
in the
don't know.
90s.
Movies in the 90s? How many
So
movies did
many.
it came out in the 90s?
Oh, I am, dude.
It's probably like an accurate thing. I don't know.
Well, I'm trying to see who directed Dirty.
Anyways, so
oh,
Nico,
Bob
do you
Sa-
have
oh,
a take on this
Bob
movie?
Saget directed
I
Dirty
didn't. I,
Work.
I,
yes,
That's what it was. I'm
yes.
sorry, I got that confused.
Yes.
But Louis
Thought it
C.K.
was-
directed something else. Hold on, let me look it up while you guys are talking. Go right
Can we
ahead.
get Nico's
I-
take on
yeah,
this
go right
movie?
ahead.
Because he did finally watch one of the movies of the week.
thought the
All-time.
movie was a little bit dry. Again, there was like times where I would pick up I like watching movies that like I'm in tune to that like I just won't watch. Like I never even touch my phone. Like I'm always kind of like really locked in. Just felt the times that the movie was like kind of dragging. Some of the jokes were funny, but I also felt like kind of like the disconnect between the family or like the frustration that he has like trying to like kind of like pour it all out to him. But I like how the mother is. I
The
like
mother
the mother.
crushed the role.
I
They
thought the mother
crushed the role, and
role.
the unknown
Like he's like
actors
the
pretty
tough
much.
love thing, or like trying to explain. It's just like my mom would do the same thing. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like the whole
Yeah,
that whole
No.
whole aspect. So like that part I liked. But-
It was very realistic. The only thing I would say is they really played up that the whole family was fucking alcoholics. Like, I don't think that's realistic. Like, they made it seem like they were all fucking just booze bags. Like,
Yeah, like he like any way that he turned, like it was just
That
like
would-
alcohol,
that to
alcohol,
me-
alcohol,
But
alcohol.
It was like the
alright.
4th of July weekend with your partying with your family, and I get like he doesn't drink anymore, so I think maybe his perception of it was a little.
But then
off.
just to
Yeah.
incent, put our family in like that position. If we were to like go up to a cabin and do all that, like you wouldn't have like every single person. If someone was like sober
Damn it,
running up to
yeah,
you,
yeah.
hey, want to fucking get fucked up? Like, oh, you want to drink this? Oh, me and you were doing this. Like, no one, you know what I mean? I just kind of felt like that was like, I don't know. I kind of lost interest in the movie. I thought it was going to be something like really like belly laugh funny, and it just what that's so. To your point, you knew what was coming. I essentially didn't. I just watched it from a blank. I thought it was a comedy, and
I wonder if you rewatch it knowing it's like a drama. Would
like
you,
a
would you still
biography,
like it?
no idea. Like didn't really like kind of like take that into
I
perspective
think
either.
if it was me, would I rewatch it? Probably with a different perspective. Yes. Would I tell people to be like, you have to see this
No.
movie?
No.
I wouldn't. If they find it on their own, cool. Have your own judgment on it. But me personally, I'm not like, Al, you got to see this movie. You're going to love it. It's so funny.
Yeah, I think
So
but if
good.
someone was talking about drama, they like drama movies, I'd tell them to go watch it. It's a good little family, like biopic.
By the way, not to interject here, Louis C.K. directed Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang.
Is that not the
Unbelievable.
most
That's funny.
random? Like,
That is funny.
I would have never guessed in 1,000
Pootie
years.
Tang.
Yeah. The second thing is this the most is this the most disappointed you've ever been by a movie, Justin?
No.
No,
way.
absolutely
What
not.
is the most disappointing watch that you guys can think of off the top of your head where you're like, I just thought this movie was going to be something totally different and this is just a complete fucking dud? Like, totally left me on the fucking, flat here with what I thought this was going to be.
I'm gonna give you the same take I already gave you for this question in a different way you asked it.
Okay.
You asked me what movie I walked out on. Now, Hills Have Eyes 2, again, the worst movie ever made.
Did you have expectations of that being like?
That's
I
what
love,
though?
listen, I love horror movies.
Yeah.
I do. I thought
Did
it was
you like
gonna
the
be.
first one?
I liked Hills Have Eyes 1.
Okay.
And it's John Carpenter, I believe, is the creator of Hills Have Eyes, correct? Am I wrong?
The original, I think, yeah.
So I understand it's a remake, but that movie, I'm gonna at some point force you guys to watch that movie, and we'll talk about it.
I have no problem doing that.
Which movie again?
Hills Have Eyes 2.
Yeah, I don't know. Be all right.
Big Bo.
I don't know. I like the
four.
4th of July. I liked it. I would recommend watching it. I don't think you should run out and watch it, but if you like drama movies, watch it. It tells a good story about the family. I think. I thought it was. I also like everyone that was in that movie.
I
Yeah.
do too.
Like from a comedy.
I do
aspect.
too, and
Right.
that's why I think I was.
You've
why
always,
I was
you've always
disappointed.
liked Bobby Kelly.
Bobby
All of
Kelly's
them.
great.
All of them
Yeah,
are
you've
great.
always- you guys
But
all
even
like
like
Joe
Louis
List
C.K.
is super
Joe
funny.
List, all of them. So
It's so funny.
Yep.
I just think it was like the movie made me feel like a dark cloud, and I don't know if it was because like I watched this movie.
I would say it's depressing for sure.
Well, I was feeling loopy that day. I had a very long day. I had a colonoscopy in the morning, so
Yeah,
I
you
was
were
I had
fucking- yeah.
anesthesia
How's your
that
asshole?
day. Then we did the podcast, so I was just probably too drained,
So-
too tired.
You
and you
also
bought
watched-
that you
you
bought
also-
you spent the movie for the money. You felt like it was disappointing. So and you got the colonoscopy, so you got fucked in the ass a bunch of times.
I got fucked in the ass
Literally and figuratively.
twice.
Nice.
The only thing
I
would-
enjoy the movie.
The only thing
Nice.
I would tell you is I think you probably should have watched it like the next day. You literally watched it the second you got home and sent us all the link like the millisecond.
I know.
you walked
After
into your house.
after a
I
night
know.
after a night of Kelly's and
Yeah,
a whole
so
a
you
whole
got-
3 hour
You got bought a
podcast.
free movie, Mark, and you still didn't watch it.
I
7 days
apologize.
ago,
You
you got
guys
sent
listen,
to you
you guys
7
know,
days
You guys
ago.
know I'm usually good with the movie thing. I hand
And
up.
you
I
know what?
apologize, hand up. Hand up.
We'll give Jay Fine a pass because he wasn't in the group chat at when I sent that movie.
Yeah.
That's also
He
correct.
wasn't in the group.
I have
chat.
a movie.
What is it?
I'm gonna pick, and I want us all to watch it and just
I have
Go.
a question though.
Oh,
Do you, before you pick it,
yeah.
do you think we should pick kind of newer movies, lean newer movies, or like really popular? old
I think
movies?
we should
Mix.
go personally. I think we should go for films that have like brought about like dialogue around the film instead
What
of
does
just
that
being
even
like,
mean?
"Yo, did everybody watch Me, Myself, and Irene?" It's hysterical. You know what I'm saying? Not like I'm not saying that's. A bad
That's what
thing.
that's no, but that's what I'm saying. I agree with what you're saying in a way.
Yes.
So
Even
I
if
would think
it's movies-
newer, hyped up stuff.
Can you
4th
dumb
of
that
July,
down?
I agree, does have hype. I know you don't think that.
No, I didn't
But
say
in, like, that
I
comedy
thought
circle
so.
has a lot of hype.
Listen, you guys put me on to 4th of July, and I
So
thought
what
it was
is-
a good idea.
So what?
What movie
So
were
no,
you
I'm just
thinking?
asking. What movie were you thinking
What
now?
would you watch?
So the way that I thought about it, it's a newer movie. It's got an R rating to it, so we're gonna have some. I think we're gonna have some real comedy, and there's some stuff to pull from there. It's two guys that I think we can both analyze
Are you gonna
pretty
say
well.
Me Time?
I am gonna say Me
I
Time.
already watched it.
What's Me Time?
Okay.
Me Time.
It's
That's
with
fine.
Mark Wahlberg and Kevin Hart. It's on Netflix. They just came out with it.
Is it really? What do you think? Do you think that's one we should watch?
If we're gonna watch it, let's watch it.
I'd like to watch it. I love Kevin Hart. So I think the point of the movie is like Kevin Hart getting away with Mark Wahlberg, I believe it is.
All right, so I've seen it.
You've
So
seen
it's-
it.
Yeah, it's
I just seen
so
the trailer
Kevin
for it.
Hart's
so
character basically is like a stay-at-home dad. The wife has like a big-time job, and he has like one of his old buddies, Mark Wahlberg, is like this big-time party guy. They used to
Pocky?
party.
Oh, party.
They used
I
to
thought you said
party all the
parking guy.
time
I was
to get
really fucking-
party all the time together. One of his best friends. They're best friends. Wild man is Mark Wahlberg, and basically, the wife lets him have me time for a week, and he like hangs out with Mark
So
Wahlberg.
it's basically Hall Pass.
It's exactly like
Like
Hall
Hall
Pass.
Pass.
I'm gonna.
Yeah.
You know what? For that movie, I'm gonna go with the Hall Pass on that one. I'm sick of Kevin Hart's straight to. I said this last week.
Straight to Netflix. Thing.
Like I'm over it.
You
then we
can't
gotta- we
blame
gotta-
Kevin
we gotta-
Hart though,
No,
because
we-
I would take that paycheck too.
Yeah, that's what
I
said
would
that
too. Don't get me wrong. I would definitely take the paycheck.
But we have to come up with something. I think a little, like I said, a little. More,
I
even
think
if it's
in
an
a
older
movie,
film,
a
like,
movie I told you last night, which I think was great, and you haven't seen it, and I don't know if anybody else has. You guys are Robert Pattinson fans?
Nope.
No,
Yeah, I
you don't
mean-
like Batman.
I liked Batman.
Okay,
I didn't
it's a
like
movie-
Robert.
it's
I
a
didn't
movie-
like Robert Pattinson.
I don't want you to watch Twilight. It's a movie called Good Time, and it's
Not
very.
Remember Me.
it's this. No.
Do you know I called Remember Me
Oh, here
the
we go
day
with it. Here we
in
go
the
with
opening
this.
scene?
Here we go with this.
10 seconds in.
Jay, fine. When I tell you, right, listen, Al's toxic trait is probably the fact that he thinks he's figured out the ending of literally every single twist of every movie, like 5 minutes into the movie.
Anyone that's
If you
watching,
ask
I'm
this
right.
kid about any single movie twist,
He is
ever,
usually
he would-
right though. That's the second.
I
would be
was
like-
right about Remember Me in the beginning. It says New York's. It said like fall New York
2000 or something.
2001.
One, right? Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's weird. Why are they saying that 2001? And then you see that he's going into this big skyscraper. I'm like, is this going to be about September 11th? Bingo.
Did you see Remember Me?
No, I did not.
What do you think is like a what do you think is a movie you like would think we should all like watch again and kind of like I almost want to
Alright,
go
so-
for like an M. Night Shyamalan movie that people are kind of divided on because he always makes
I think we
movies
could
that are
talk
like,
about the Me Time movie. I do think it is like other movies, but I know what you're saying. But we can't be watching The fucking Village.
No, but I'm saying his new movie like old.
I've seen it like 3 times.
Did you
already.
really?
Yeah.
Did you like it? This kid's always watched everything like 8 times. It's unbelievable.
Listen, I went to the movies by myself, and then this girl was like, "Want to go on a date?" I'm like, "Sure." She's like, "Want to go see all?" I'm like, "Oh,
here
all
we
right,
go.
yeah, let's go."
So that all right. So old is up, but like again, we'll have to come up with something that's like.
Well, Jay Fine, what were you gonna say?
What were you gonna say, Jay Fine? Sorry.
I was gonna say there could be an opportunity. I know there's a couple movies recently that had like sequels and stuff made that like the original was like back in like the 90s or early 2000s, right? Like one that came to mind that I still haven't seen. Maybe you guys have seen it. Coming to America 2.
Oh, I have
you
seen that.
You guys seen
You
Coming to
watched
America
it.
2?
Was it good?
Was it good?
The first one was amazing.
I
Fir-
had no reason
that's
to
exactly
I
it.
had
The first
no,
one was
I had no
amazing.
reason
I
to
hold
watch
that
the
one close
first.
to my
That's the
heart.
second
First
one.
one, I feel like if you watch it, you might be
I'm
slightly
now
disappointed.
that I would guarantee that that's a movie that if that was on, I would turn it off.
Probably, I agree with you.
And I don't know. I haven't watched it, but I just guarantee that there's no fucking way.
I don't think
They shouldn't make another one of those.
they are making
Just like
a
they
new
should make another
Beverly Hills
Anchorman.
Cop. I did hear that.
They didn't need to make a second Anchorman at
But
all.
see, you can always
it wasn't
make
that bad.
you
though.
can always make action movies. You can always make
Yeah.
a second action movie because then it's telling a new story. When you go second comedy, it's very very hard to replicate the first one. That's why sequels work better with action movies.
That's why I'm happy that they never essentially made Step Brothers 2.
Yeah, they really didn't need to.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't think they needed.
Like
But
that.
like Al, to combat your point though, not really to combat. Like I disagree with you, but I'm saying I do agree that action is the easiest thing to do, like the long term sequel to. But I will say like it has flopped for certain movies, like fucking Independence Day Resurgence. That movie sucked cock. All the Men in Black sequels, they've gotten progressively worse. You know what I'm
but
saying?
those
Like
are enjoyable in a way.
maybe.
Where you can just turn your brain off.
Yeah.
I think the
maybe.
comedies like the Hangovers, they sucked the
They
second
sucked,
one.
yeah.
Do you know
The
what I
second
mean?
and third one. I didn't think the second one was that bad. It wasn't as good as the first
Yeah,
one.
but how many
But I
times
could
you're gonna be
watch it.
fucking
I could still
hungover
watch it.
and yeah, but how many times you're gonna be hungover and have like a fucking adventure like that? You know.
Well, I can give you a couple
have a whole idea.
Amazon Prime popular movies if you want that
No.
are
Give us
out
a
now.
list.
Last time was
Hit it with
Midsummer,
the
and that
J-File.
one was a bang.
Top Gun we all seen already. Black Phone.
Okay.
With
yeah.
Ethan
I can get
Hawke.
down
I
with
said,
Black Phone.
I said,
That was pretty good.
I said Black Phone.
X
Never seen
is
it.
Gonna give it to
Is
you.
that slasher movie?
it's not a slasher movie. It is a horror movie, but it's not a slasher movie.
Okay.
Oh
I
no,
gotta-
I see.
Nope was good. We talked about that
I
one.
let me
yeah.
and Jay Fine talk about Nope.
Orphan First Kill.
Yeesh.
Orphan was a great movie. By the way.
The original one?
Everything, which I think would be a great movie to watch. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
I heard that was unbelievable.
I heard that movie was absolutely unbelievable. I don't really see anything.
Why
else.
don't we
Let's just
go
go Black Phone. Call
Go
it a
to the
day.
Black Phone. Call it a day.
Call
Yep,
it a day.
Black Phone is the Black
Hey,
Phone
there's
is the-
a
Would you agree we're not doing Me Time?
just don't ask me to do another movie. I'll just listen to you guys because that's the third movie I've recommended and it's got shut down. So
Why? Just
I
the
think we
Peacock.
should have done it. I think
Never-
we should have done it. It is not that good of a movie.
That's okay if it's
yeah.
not that good of a movie.
I agree.
At
We
some,
could- we
most
could-
of these movies
We
I
have
haven't
to-
liked.
At some point, we have to take it. Marco wants to pick every movie. Marco's the showrunner. He's Vince McMahon right now.
Wait a minute. Justin just picked the black phone.
Black Phone. I said Black Phone.
I'm
week
down with the
one.
Black Phone.
I'm
All
down
right, so
with
we
Black
picked
Phone.
your movie.
No, you didn't. You picked Justin's movie.
What do you?
But here's a little movie thing that I seen. You guys probably, Justin, I think you definitely are gonna probably like this one. So coming out December 23rd. First look at Christian Bale in a gothic thriller called The Pale Blue Eye, and
Can't fucking wait for that
It-
already. Whatever it is.
it's a film that follows a detective with his young cadet named Edgar Allan Poe investigating a series of murders in 1830.
Yeah, I'm already all fucking in on
That
that.
What
sounds-
is this?
I am
It's-
already all in.
It's called The Pale Blue Eye with Christian Bale.
I'll be there opening fucking night.
It is
When's
going
it
into
coming out?
theaters. It is right down at the bottom.
December 23rd in Netflix on January 6th. So it's only doing 13. Oh, because it's a Netflix movie. They're putting it in the movie theaters for 13 days, so they can probably try to get Oscar shit.
Yep.
So it's a Netflix movie.
Essentially.
Okay.
I'm all fucking in on that. Can't wait for that.
That sounds like a-
is.
that sounds like a sick
unbelievable.
movie.
Yeah.
So that's my movie
unbelievable.
when that comes out.
Yeah. That's so.
If
We're going
we're
with
even
Black
still
Phone.
here,
I
though.
have a question, by the way. It goes back to sports, but I got a question on Instagram. Okay. What do you think is the greatest sports photo ever taken?
Sports photo, off the top of my head right now, Bobby Orr.
Yeah, that one's great.
I am going to debate that immediately. I think it's the most overrated photo in
I
Can
know.
sports history.
Can I give
I
you my
know
pick
what you're
after?
saying is that, I mean, top of my head, I mean, I'm sure you've been thinking about this question for over an hour now, so you're going to have a more trained thought. But when I think hockey, that personifies hockey. That personifies the entire sport to me. I can't even think of another hockey pitcher that, when people think hockey, they think that pitcher. Now, agreed. Does he jump after? Yes, he jumps after. That picture, when people see it, that's a classic picture. That picture, like, personifies hockey in my mind.
I wouldn't disagree with you only because I don't know how
I
many
don't
other
know.
phenomenal.
I don't know if there's another picture that personifies a sport like that picture. Do you know what I mean?
I got
They
one.
did build
I-
a statue.
I knew.
Can I give you my answer?
I know. I found it.
Can I give you
It's
my
the 1980 USA hockey team when they beat Russia.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
but
that
no, that's
one's
not that. That's more known for the call. Do you believe in miracles? The video.
Right, the
We have
video.
video evidence. I'm saying a picture. No one, in everyone in their head right now. Jay Fine, you're not looking at that picture. Can you think of that 1980 miracle picture? What he's talking about?
I think of the one with Jackie O'Callahan with his hands up like on his knees.
He's
That's
well.
the one I
That's
think of
not.
more
So
than that
that's
one.
not the picture.
That's
That's
not the picture I'm
that's
thinking
him.
of,
That's
yeah.
him over Jim Craig.
But
So Jim
everyone-
Craig's in that photo. He's on
Everyone
top of Jim
can think
Craig.
of the Bobby Orr picture. You put a gun to someone's head on the sheet. You say, "Think of the Bobby Orr picture."
Okay,
You
I'll
can do
take
it.
my pick back and I'll go with Jason Varitek smashing A-Rod in the face with his catcher's mitt when they're both tangled up.
It's not a terrible pick.
You want to talk about homers, and that's. Do you think that that's the best sports picture ever?
No, I don't think it's. You said ever?
Yes, best sports picture ever. That was the question, correct?
But okay. So no and no. I guess I'm.
And
0
I'm
for
not
2.
even a huge hockey guy. I'm just thinking.
No,
just
that's
eye-
not-
Well,
it's-
let's get Justin's pick out there.
Justin, what do you think?
It's iconic.
Mine was when the Red Sox won. Was it 2001? 2004. With Pat was it Papelbon?
No,
Keith Folk.
Keith Folk.
Whatever. You know
When he
which
picks
picture
him
I'm
up.
talking. When he picks him up.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a good one.
I mean, obviously for us that was huge.
Well, I mean they haven't won in.
Yes, I know what you mean.
What's the photo with Muhammad Ali standing over
that
who?
was going to be
I
my
also-
pick. It's over
Yeah,
Sonny
that's a
Liston.
good one.
I
too.
also
Sonny
like
Liston.
if I'm going Red Sox, I really like the David Ortiz, Torrey Hunter over the
Yeah,
center
that is a
hill
good
wall,
one with the
and
guy
the cops in
standing
the
there like this,
background.
yeah.
That's a great
You
picture.
know what? I
That's a
think
good
it's
one.
actually a good picture. It's like a really wholesome one that I
Is
always
this your pick?
liked.
No,
No,
he
my
like-
pick
I
was going to
took-
be the Muhammad Ali Sonny Liston picture when he knocked down Sonny
That's a
Liston
great
and he's
fucking
yelling at
picture.
him.
So now we can get into that could define the sport of boxing.
I think that's like the boxing picture.
and if
yeah.
you look at the video, they catch it just at the right point. It doesn't. He's not actually taunting like
Right.
over the. He just kind of like snaps.
He's like finishing a punch, like a fan, like a.
well, no, he's like kind of jacked up. Like I think he's almost telling him to get up. But
He,
the way,
that's what he's yelling at him.
Yeah.
He's yelling at him to get up because he
and
thinks he
it's
took a
just
fall.
the way.
Yeah.
So that's a good picture.
I would say another great one. Honestly, I know this is kind of not kind of odd, but it doesn't really involve a player. It's the Raiders carrying John Madden on their shoulders when they won the Super Bowl.
That's another good
I
one.
I
like
think
that
that's a good one, just because it's like he was working for he was good for a long time. Madden,
Football
they were good
pitches.
for a while.
I honestly, another football pitcher that's great is Franco Harris, immaculate reception.
Yes,
when
it
he has
is. Yes, it is.
when
What
he has
about
the-
what about to that point? What about what's his name? Dwight Clark in the back of the end zone.
It's another good one.
Yeah, it's a good one.
That's a great one.
I have another good one.
Yes,
Michael Jordan, the
with the tongue out.
the famous,
Tongue out,
the
yeah.
famous,
That is a great one.
that's
There's
on
just
every
so
Nike
many.
shoe.
I
There's
mean,
There
so
are
many.
so many.
So you could like, which one is it? Are we talking about? Are we talking his dunk contest one from the free throw line? Are we talking just one in like?
They also
in-game
took a
action?
picture of AI when he stepped over Ty Lue. Like they have a picture of that, and everyone remembers that. I'm not saying that's the best one ever. We're just kind of now
No,
talking.
I
more
I like the video more.
the video. Yeah,
Yeah, there's some things that make sense more for a clip.
Where I
Jay,
like the
you-
video less on the Bobby Orr one because it doesn't look as good as the picture.
no, because
Oh, yeah.
that's stilled and that's
Yeah,
still
yeah,
shot.
It's sick. And
If you watch it in real time, it
that's-
happens really fast.
Al, I
Yes.
can't lie. It is hard to argue with the Bobby Orr pick. I'm just saying in terms of like this is the problem I have with that picture. One, they were up 3-0 in the series. So it's not like the weight. Two, the Blues were like an expansion team, and the league was all fucked up. Like they put the Blues in their own like expansion league division. They shouldn't have been in the Stanley Cup against the Bruins. I get that it was the game winner to win the Stanley Cup. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like it was like Game 7 or some fucking.
It doesn't
you know what I mean?
matter.
Like
No, that doesn't matter. I'll tell you why. You win a World Series, you win it with no one. It doesn't matter the number of games you go. So you win the World Series, you win the World Series, you win the Stanley Cup, you win the Stanley Cup.
okay.
So that's a game-winning championship, right? It's, you know what I mean. So
where
that's,
do you put the picture of Kurt Schilling just standing on the mound with the bloody sock?
I mean, high,
Right, yeah.
very high.
I think that's enough because there's not even really anything really going on there. I gotta say another one that we're all forgetting about. I gotta give credit. The '54 Olympics with Jesse Owens winning the
That
gold
was
medal.
that was
Fuck,
mine. That's the
was it
1968
really?
Olympics.
68
Yeah,
Olympics, whatever it was.
yeah.
When they were trying
That's
to
the one you
protest
think?
him
That
being there.
that was gonna be mine. So I had two. The Homer one in me is in 2001 when Tom Brady's reacting to just winning his first Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah,
That's a
that is
good one.
That is
I
That
a
is a
love
good one.
Jay
I
Fine,
love
that's a
that
great
one. That's the Homer in me. But objectively, I like the power fist.
yeah, especially
That's-
since like all the civil rights.
What's
Yeah.
the one with is it Mia Hamm? When
Brandy
she's like-
Chastain
she's
when
like
she rips
on-
off the thing. Yeah,
That
when
is
they-
a good
yeah,
one,
That
too.
is
On
a
her
great
knees,
one.
that's
But
a
too.
good
it's
one.
soccer.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah. No,
That's
that
how
is
I think
a,
about
That is
that.
a great one.
I think the boxer one's iconic. I think if you looked at, I bet you if you looked up a list, top 5 sports photos,
Jay Fine, pull it up really quick.
I think that the
Yeah.
Bobby Orr one's there. I think that the
I
Muhammad
would
Ali
agree.
one's
I would
there.
I think the Michael Jordan one was.
I think there
definitely
has to be a Michael Jordan there, but my
Has to
question
be.
is, there are just too many pitches. That's what it is with like the Muhammad
I
Ali.
think
There
it's
wasn't a lot
his-
of picture taken
yeah,
back then.
Do you
that's
not
true.
like the John Madden picture? No, because
No, I like the John
You're the
Madden
one
picture.
with carrying them all on his
Yes, I
shoulders.
know
Oh,
exactly
you've
what
seen.
you're
I'm
talking
seeing it now more than ever. It's the Madden cover. That's,
Yeah, right.
So.
All right, so we got. I'm not sure whether this list goes 10 to 1 or 1 to 10, but the 10 it has is Muhammad Ali, of course, standing over Sonny Liston.
Okay.
Roger Bannister crossing the first person to ever run a mile in under 4 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that is so. This list is already. This is a
I
suspect
think
list.
Marco
It has to
Marco
be.
made
That's
this
on
list.
the top
Hold on,
10.
Dave.
That is
Marco made the
fucking
list.
nuts.
Wait.
I mean, he did run a mile.
I'd
in the
rather
dark.
have seen
ran a mile
Rosie
in less-
Ruiz crossing the finish line than that. That's more iconic.
Rosie Ruiz.
She's the girl that faked running the marathon. She won the
Oh,
marathon.
yeah.
When she
Wait,
fucking
wait,
she took a
wait.
fucking cab,
Yeah,
dude.
she took a cab.
She took a cab. She came in
Got
no
out on-
sweat. She won the fucking marathon. She just snuck in the last mile.
Yeah, she
That's
got out of
amazing.
Yes.
Yeah.
From fucking,
What a
That's
what
more
a-
iconic
She took a cab
than
from
fucking Roger
Oh my god.
Steer Bannister, whatever the fuck he just said.
Steer
It's the
Man.
greatest
Cab-
thing I've
she
ever
took a
heard.
cab from Watertown and got out on like Tremont Street or some shit.
Wow.
Like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It just started
Yeah.
pumping.
Yeah.
They're like, why isn't she sweating? She's like, my sweat glands don't work.
That's the
No, she
greatest
didn't say
thing
that.
I've ever
Yeah.
heard.
And
They
then they-
need to make a movie about it. Because
I
I
know,
would
but I
watch
just don't
it.
think it's a big movement. They should. I bet you they should do like a little like 18-minute video.
Could have done a
on it.
documentary like, hey
At least
lady,
a
what the
South Park episode.
Yeah.
hey
I'm
lady,
sure
what the
they
fuck
have.
were you
They have
thinking
to.
trying to cut
At
off the
least a
fucking
South Park
mile?
episode.
Jay, fine. What do you got next?
I mean, a couple. The next one is the Black Power salute. So this is we're thinking of two different ones here. There's the Black Power salute, the 1968 Olympics, and then there's Jesse Owens. I'm sorry, that was Jesse Owens in Berlin while everybody else is giving the Heil Hitler. He's saluting.
That's
the
a
one
great
I
photo.
Like. That's the one I like.
That's
a
He's
great
he's
fucking
like,
photo.
Fuck you,
Yes,
people. Like that
yeah.
was and he's like in their country doing
Exactly.
that.
He's
That
in Berlin.
Was badass, dude.
Yeah.
That was fucking badass.
A couple other good ones. Some of them suck. Another good one is the one where you got Derek Jeter diving down the third baseline into the.
Oh,
the
he didn't
crowd.
even need a fucking dive.
He didn't dive.
Derek Jeter, that's
He
the
didn't need to dive.
He didn't need a dive.
He could have just stood there.
That's
and
the
leaned over.
stupidest fucking picture.
He could've just
That's
stood
one
there
of the
and
more
leaned over.
overrated ones, I would say. Yeah,
100%.
I watched that shit in
100%.
real time. Could have just stood there. And
I didn't
leaned
even
over.
watch that dog shit fucking series on ESPN,
The
but I
captain.
guarantee they probably did a whole fucking episode on that. He did not need to dive.
There you go. The other ones, I mean, you got Kerry Strug, the women's gymnastics who overcame a torn ankle in the Olympics. something
Oh,
like
that girl, and she's there with her coach, right?
Yeah,
the coach
she
picks
coach
her
is
up.
carrying her,
okay,
yeah.
Yep.
It's kind of badass. I can't lie.
Sucker.
We got Eddie Geidel, the first little person in Major League Baseball history, when he stepped to the plate on August 19th, 1951, at 3 feet 7 inches.
I got fucking gassed up.
Okay, I bet you he got a walk. Can we look to see if he walked in that game? He had a fucking miniature
Where's the
strike
strike
zone.
zone? Wait a minute.
Never even heard of this. Eddie
Time
Geidel. That's a
out,
fucking
man.
great name.
It's a
Time
great
out,
name.
dude. Wait,
Oh, you
hold
know my
on.
buddy Eddie Geidel?
Hey, the guy down, little Eddie.
3 feet Eddie.
3 feet. Wait a minute. He was 3 foot something.
3
in
foot
the-
7.
In,
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you're or a little person. Yeah,
Yeah.
you fucking
in
And
the
then-
little person. What
Little-
was this? In the little person
It was like
leagues?
1950 something. Yeah, I don't
They
really
probably
know
put
what
him in.
the-
That was
Now
probably some
it had
like
bad-
semi-pro shit, you know,
Yeah.
just to get the
Samwise
people in the stands.
Gamgee.
And then they got the Brandy Chastain, like you said,
that's
and then
a great
they threw Colin Kaepernick's first knee in here.
This list is
Who
such
the
a
fuck
bad
made
list.
this list?
This is such a bad
I,
list.
I get that the image is polarizing.
Not
I can't
best.
lie. I don't think it's the best sports photo ever taken. I think the image is polarizing, sure, but I don't think it's the best fucking.
Hey, you know
it's
what's a-
top
And
10
because-
sports moment.
Didn't Colin Kaepernick, didn't he first start just sitting? And then he tried, I guess he talked to a Marine, and the Marine told him to kneel, right? Is that how it,
It was
went
the
down?
guy who was the long snapper for the fucking Seahawks.
I think
for a minute.
I think so. It's not even his first kneel. You know what I mean? Like it's not even his first protest. So we're getting this like 5th or 6th protest of the national anthem. I think that's a terrible picture, but it is a lightning rod. People talk about it.
What about again, not greatest ever, and really not being a homer. Just like the image that's caught is pretty great. Is Malcolm stepping in front of the wide receiver and picking off the ball at the goal line.
You think that's the most iconic?
I just said not ever. I said,
No,
but
no,
it's
no,
up
no.
there.
I'm
Like
talking,
the weight
I'm talking
that it holds.
Patriots. Just Patriots.
Oh, Patriots. The other one that I like
Teddy
is
Bruschi
Teddy
photo.
Bruschi with the snow, throwing the snow
Yeah, that
up.
was
That
great.
one's
That is a
that
good
one's
one.
pretty great. But yeah, I mean Patriots wise, I mean that was just a regular game. I'm pretty sure that Teddy Bruschi did that in, or it might have been playoffs. But
It was
the weight of the Snow Bowl, yeah. But the weight of the pick by Malcolm Butler, the won the Super Bowl.
That was the same.
unheard of.
That was the Vinatieri kick game.
no, because they played.
Brewski did that. They were playing the Dolphins.
They were playing the Dolphins.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we have anything else that anybody wanted to throw out
Didn't
there?
you want to
Nico,
talk
did
about Massachusetts a lot?
Did we?
Did you say something about Massachusetts?
No, you know what though?
You want to talk about how shitty it is?
I
we
don't,
don't
yeah,
even-
we could go over that really quickly.
We don't even have a happy hour.
I know we don't have happy.
We
hour.
just got it back, didn't we?
Did we?
So I think they just passed something a few weeks ago. We got it back.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know when it's enacted
Sad hour.
yet.
It's
That
on
is
the
crazy.
happy hour.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That is nuts. Though. I mean, I get why they kind of took it away.
I don't get why they took it away.
Well, the Craig McTavish thing was fucking crazy. That's why they took it away in the 80s. I think,
But
or the
why would you take it away for an instance of a couple bad operators?
90s. Oh, I
You
don't know.
can't punish an entire set of businesses, set of constituents of the state for a couple morons. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just because something happens, people always want to overreact to things. That's the problem.
Sure.
Everyone wants to overreact because that's just what we do.
Do you think
And-
this is the first knee-jerk reaction that started like the chain events of like knee-jerk reactions in like politics and like policies and all this shit? Because that was the first one where they were like, "Yo, we're."
No, I just think it's just society in general. Everyone overreacts. It's like when you were in school and one person wears let's say you have a uniform and someone wears the wrong color pants or something like that. All of a sudden, now they become Nazis and then they're checking everything. Everyone overreacts. That's an overreaction, and it should not have taken 40, 50 years for them to change it, or however
that's
long
crazy.
it's been. Fucking insane. There's no reason why You shouldn't be able to do that. You should just hold businesses to
like
a higher
every
standard.
other
That's
state.
all it is.
Yeah.
It's like every other state you can do it.
We're all adults. Everyone's an adult. You have people that are working their business. So the reason why it's come back is probably because of the casino, right? Is that what
I
they're
would
kind
say
of?
I would agree.
Is
Yeah,
that probably
yeah.
the reason why? Because now the
I think you could
casinos
say
are
that,
there.
yeah.
They want to do
Yeah.
that. That's fine. But why should you lose people to a different state because of certain rules? Like, why should people could just go drive to New Hampshire,
Yeah.
do what they want to do, and now they're driving further from their house. If your problem
Right.
is the drinking and driving, that's not what it is. You just fucking you got to
Right.
punish the businesses. You punish one business at a time. It's like any other rule. You don't punish all the businesses. That's crazy to me.
Well, they're
That's
probably
like-
making less tax money on lower checks. If
Yeah,
you're doing
I would
happy
say.
hour, you're making less. The state's making less money.
Oh, so you're saying they're doing it because of tax reasons? I don't think that's what it is. I think it's because Massachusetts has weird blue state. Like we have these blue state laws that are just that's what they call it, like these old school laws. Like they remember when liquor stores weren't even open on Sundays? They weren't even allowed to sell alcohol.
that made
How
no
how
sense.
fucking crazy
Made
is that?
no sense at all.
So that was like legitimately
People used to
Hurting.
stack up for football on Saturdays.
that
It's
was
stupid.
legitimately hurting the revenue of the state.
Or any
They-
holiday.
We're
you
like
couldn't-
fucking a pilgrim state. That's why they want to
Right.
go back to the fucking 1800s.
any holiday you couldn't go to a liquor store. Either.
They still have that.
Oh,
Like
is it
there's
still?
certain holidays that they can't sell on, but there's like dumb holidays like, oh, you can't sell before 11 o'clock. You can't, like I think on a Sunday they can't sell before 10 or 11 o'clock. Booze.
Right.
Stupid rules
Makes
that
no
people don't
sense.
even understand.
Well,
makes
a lot
no
of,
sense.
Well, bars can't serve it either until a certain time, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Yeah, like 11 or 12. It's different for every place.
I would say
right?
it's 11.
11
I
probably.
think it's 11. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
when
why
I-
most places open at 11.
When I lived in Florida, like when I first moved there, they changed it. Now it was like 7 a.m. You can start again.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
I understand overnight. Okay, you have to stop at some point. Like,
Right.
You can't just be open 24 hours. Otherwise, you're Vegas. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you just
Slinging
can't.
booze out everywhere, yeah,
You just
right.
can't have that. There has to be a period.
A regulation.
Yeah, but look at New York.
New York's 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
It should probably be there should be some 4 o'clock licenses in Boston. They
You
should
think
be
that
able
all
to.
revolves around the MBTA and what time they want to pay to keep it open till?
No, there's Uber, Lyft. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
there's-
guess, but
there's
like you
ways
gotta,
to
you
get
gotta.
home.
you
I
put-
understand.
What's
what
the
you're
last
saying.
train? What's the last train anyways? Like
12:30, I think, right?
Yeah, but those are more for people working.
working, yeah.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
most people late at night like that aren't.
if
taking
you're
the
going
train,
out
I would say.
drinking with your buddies, you don't usually go out and take the train to get there. You
No.
take a.
I mean, there are some people that do
there,
that.
there
but
are, but
Yeah.
and if you do take the train in, you're taking
And
an
if there's
Uber
a
home.
need for later stuff, the MBTA will have to evolve. They'll
Yeah.
have to evolve. They'll have to change their schedules. Right now, there's no need for it. So why would they have to be open any later? But
Right.
that is an argument people use. I
Yeah.
just don't buy into that argument.
Okay, that's fair. What else was I gonna say? We can go food really quick and end this. Do you guys have a comfort pizza? Like, what's a pizza you're perfectly comfortable getting and just enjoying at your house? Like, if you're on a Sunday just picking up a pizza, like, what do you guys think?
If
is, like,
I'm
your-
ordering, or
Sure.
am I going to like store bought?
No, it's just no. Like ordering.
Elio's Pizza. Give me some Elio's Pizza.
No, what you know? I meant from a fucking like a restaurant.
He
Justin.
wants you to
Oh,
talk about a restaurant in Boston.
Not in, no. It's just
Anywhere.
anywhere. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. What's like your comfort pizza? Like your favorite go-to
Oh,
pizza?
okay.
What's
so
your
I'll
go?
go-
I think
got-
go-to
I got-
is a better.
I got
What's
a-
your go-to pizza?
I got a pizza that I came across I think 2 months ago, and I honestly would sleep with it in bed and wrap it all around myself. Mortadella head in Cambridge.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Somerville at Cambridge,
Somerville, it's
right?
like
Somerville and Davis
Yeah.
Square. Is it,
Davis
Marco? I
Square,
remember
correct,
calling you right after and saying, "Yo, you got to come down here and fucking
They
try
do a
this
lot.
place out."
Are you like the pan pizza or you like the
Both.
circle?
Both. So I was ranting and raving. Slices are huge. I was like, two
Okay.
slices for $11. What's going on? The soda? They come out. They're like
They're
almost
big,
like
yeah.
the Sal slice. I was like, oh shit. And I was ranting and raving about it the whole time. And the person behind the counter was like, "You really enjoy the pizza?" And I was like, "I love this pizza. Like, I definitely got to come back here." And they came back with the pan style.
Mhm.
They were like, "Hey, do you like pan style pizza like this?" I was like, "Oh my god, I might even like this even." And it was so fucking good. Really good flavor. Really good crust dough. It's kind of like right down my alley.
There you
Chewy.
go. Albo.
Right down there.
What's yours?
What's mine? My comfort pizza used to be Angela's Coal Fired on Route 1 in Saugus. It's right near my
Closed.
house. I know. I can go get like the $6 like personal pizza on a Monday. It's great. My now comfort pizza is probably Chow and Lynn because it's closer to my house. I love Neapolitan, so that's why it's
You're a
mine.
Neapolitan guy.
Yeah, I am a Neapolitan guy. I do love it.
Chow
But,
and Chelsea, very good.
great
for
also.
Neapolitan.
It's just that the Lynn one is closer to my house. That's the only, and they're completely different owners. They're just called the same thing.
Yeah, I
by the
know.
way.
Yep.
So that's like my comfort pizza. My favorite pizza is Kelly Square Pub in Eastie. I've said this 1,000 times.
Oh, that's a good one. We had that at
But
Mike's
that's
house randomly. Remember, Al was like, when did we get pizza? I was just like, dude, I don't know, but this pizza's unbelievable.
It's
It was like,
Kelly
it's
Square,
Kelly
it's
Square
that
Pub
good.
pizza. I was like,
Yeah, no,
oh,
Kelly's,
shit.
Kelly's is awesome.
Probably
Hot, cold, doesn't matter.
Nani's or Nana's in
I was
Revere.
gonna say. I thought you were gonna say Nani's. They
No,
used to suck. Are they better now?
No, they used to be incredible.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I
you
don't
like
know.
I don't know.
I
Uncle
don't know
Al used
about-
to get it for the house all the time, and
I
I
don't
was
know
like,
about it now.
Well, that's
That's
close.
comfort. food.
I think I like the Regina.
yeah,
I'm
that's a
Regina.
fair comfort. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fair go.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
Regina.
Too
I mean,
many
you
toppings.
You can't
wrong.
go bad.
No.
I'm a cheese pizza guy. I don't even go
Yeah,
toppings really.
me too, Al. Me too.
Especially just when you get old, acid reflux, you do the sausage, you start doing pepperoni, it fucks
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
you a
you
little
get
bit.
killed.
Yeah.
So you just take the cheese pizza.
I agree.
Yeah, I go Regina, and then you can even order it. Some people complain that it's thick, which I think is ridiculous.
I don't think it's thick at all. I
What
think
is
it's-
that? What are you saying by like
thick dough wise, like
It's
it's,
really
heavy.
not-
But
it's
the
really
dough
not.
is great.
I
It's
know.
good.
My wife likes to order it thin, and it's not bad. You can get a thin one. So I think they just stretch out the kids' pizza or the
Okay.
smaller pizza to the larger circle.
To the Regina thing, of which I would say
You gotta
is
go North End's the best one,
yeah.
but in term even the one up in Saug is very good. I fucking love Regina.
I like getting them a little well done
can't
because they
get- you
got
can't
they
go
got sometimes they
You
got
always-
choke
every pizza you should order well done.
because
That's
they got
just
choke
fact.
they
I
got
agree with that.
they have
Well
choke-
done.
Really,
they-
you're
yeah.
well. See, I disagree a little.
they have
bit.
choke hazard on the cheese, no doubt. Regina sometimes have listen, I love it, but like when you do the whole pull and everything and the cheese comes with it, you're trying to chew on it, it's like it won't break down or anything.
And
It's,
then
it's
you just
hazardous.
literally burn your whole mouth.
I like Neapolitan
Yeah.
pizza sometimes for just like the lightness.
Like Chow
I
and Lind
I
has
like
an
the- I like
unbelievable
the
one.
light, like I eat a Neapolitan pizza. I can eat a whole pizza, and it really
But-
doesn't even feel like I ate
So the char on a Neapolitan pizza doesn't bother you? I mean, you're saying
No.
you don't like well
No,
done.
no, it
You don't
doesn't.
like well done,
But you like
but you
coal
like the
fire?
char on a.
Yeah, char is different than being well done, dude. I would
No,
say.
no. I think the reason why you say well done on a regular pizza is because you want a little char on it. That's why you say well done.
Maybe I think some people want it like almost burnt, like a very dense, like so the dough and the crust is like harder, and like a little bit. That's how I always interpreted it, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But I do like.
What
a
you
little
give
bit-
Regina's in the North End?
What I give Regina?
Yeah.
I'd say it's a solid 7.4 pizza.
It's a fucking ridiculous score.
Why?
It's too low. It's too low.
Why? You just said it's a good comfort pizza, did you not? Unless it's your favorite pizza.
It's
To me,
one
it'd be up there in like the 8.5 range.
7.4. I think it's a good.
I feel like you give
selection.
fucking
When was
something
the
a
last time you
7.4
had
every
Regina
time.
in the North End?
Probably 3 years ago.
And
I would
that's
say.
when you did your review.
I didn't do an official review. I just remember what it tastes like.
Oh, you got to get that official review then.
I'll eventually do an official review.
Al, I have
sure.
a question for you. You texted and said something about a waitress story.
Oh yeah, Al.
Oh, my
Taking the
gosh.
order.
How
Oh,
much
yeah.
time do we
Something
have?
about not. We have all the time you want. Fine.
Oh, we got another like two. We probably got another. Get the story in.
Just get
I'd
this
like to.
finished.
I'd like to hear the
It's
story.
not a story at all. It's more
Oh,
just
okay.
a gripe in general.
Oh, okay.
I've got
Okay.
an outright fucking gripe. We've all been in the service industry. Our
Yep.
whole life's pretty much correct.
I just got back
So
into
we're
it.
used to the job. We know the job.
Yeah.
All that stuff. So I definitely have an affinity for how hard that job is. It's a very, very difficult job. In terms of, especially at busy places, it's very hard to do your job correctly. So I'm not shitting on servers at all. But what I will do is shit on servers who do not write down your order. For some reason, they want to use my order as a fucking litmus test to fucking see how their brain works, okay? Go do a Sudoku puzzle. Go do a crossword. Go do fucking Wordle on your phone if you want brain activity. I feel extremely uncomfortable when a waitress comes over without a pad of paper to write the thing down. I'm giving them an order. This is my drink order, okay? This is going to be my drink order at most places I go to. I'll take an old-fashioned. I want Maker's Mark. I want 3 Luxardo cherries inside of that old-fashioned, okay? Not 2, not 4. Give
Never
me
knew you were an
3
old-fashioned
Luxardo.
guy.
3 Luxardo cherries. If they do not have a good bourbon, or they don't have Luxardo cherries, and they want to give me that trash maraschino cherry, that fucking red one that you
Yeah.
give to little kids,
On Shirley Temples.
we're gonna go. Then I'm gonna go to I want Grey Goose, Grey Goose martini, a little dirty, not too much dirty, and then I want 3 blue cheese olives. And then they have to go get the other 5 fucking people at the table's order, and you're not writing it down. And then guess what? I drink fucking 3-4 drinks at a time. So I have a Diet Coke, a fucking water, and my drink. Y'all gonna remember all that shit? So now automatically I'm in my head being like, this girl's not gonna.
Yeah.
She's not remembering this.
Yeah.
As
Automatically,
soon
you're
as
like,
she
I'm
leaves,
done.
I roll my eyes when I see her being like, okay, yeah. Oh yeah. What would you like? My eyes start hitting the back of my fucking head.
Yeah.
Now, it is especially bad when you start to put in like appetizers and stuff. I like a lot of different appetizers. So I might go 3-4 people and get 5-6 appetizers. I like to taste things, so it tastes
absolutely.
things. You get oysters.
That's how
You get
all been.
all
Yeah,
your
that's how
different
we
things.
all
We
been.
all like appetite. You like to be able to you're basically trying out the whole restaurant. And I'll tell you right now, my order gets cut in half when someone doesn't put the doesn't have a pen and paper, because I'm like, she's never gonna remember it. She's never gonna remember.
But has it failed you a million times before? We're like is this something you see constantly, like every time?
It feels it every single time. Now, Mark strikes me as a kid that thinks that he can remember people's order, and he doesn't write it down. He just strikes me as that type of kid.
Do you write your orders down?
Absolutely not.
That is fucking. First of all, number one, I know he thinks he's like a beautiful mind and he's got this photographic memory. He fucks up all the time. All the fucking time. No matter what he's going to say right now, he fucks up all the time because everyone does. There's no way you can remember 5 people's drinks, appetizers, and then go and do that in an efficient manner. There's no possible.
There's
fucking
also no
way.
shame in writing it down.
There's
it's
no
your fucking,
shame.
It's your fucking
No
job.
one cares. People feel more comfortable when you whip out a piece of paper and you think, no one is impressed by you.
Or
If you're trying to impress me, get my order correct, okay? That is how you impress somebody.
service.
The best way to
Service.
do that is writing it down. With
Write
a
it
pen and a
down.
paper.
Absolutely.
Not
Even if you
only
want-
writing it down, but I want you at the computer. Like if to my servers, I tell them when you put it in, I want you to check it off that you put it in.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
even when
I
you
want
write
you
it
to check
down,
it
they
off.
make mistakes.
Exactly.
Everyone does it. Everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah.
You gotta put yourself in a position to win. The way you do that is writing it down. Mark, why would you not write it down?
Because I can remember it all.
No, you can't.
Go ask the alchemy management team who fucks up the least amount. putting
And
orders
if
in the
you, so,
kitchen.
if you have
But
an
you're
eight
still
top
fucking
with all
up, though.
I don't know. You know how often I get food sent back? Maybe once.
Getting
every
food
6
sent
months.
back
But why
has
do you
nothing to do
why
with
do
you.
you
6
have
months.
such an ego on you
I don't have an ego.
that you want to make people feel uncomfortable?
No.
Just that people are gonna think in their head. People think it. This kid's gonna fuck it up. He's not even writing this down.
Yeah, and then it comes out perfectly fine, and everybody's like, "Oh, I was worried."
Oh, you think they get impressed and you get a better tip?
Nope, not
That's
at all.
what I think you think.
No,
There's no
absolutely
fucking
not.
chance.
I'm of the
I-
reservation that here's my reservation with the service industry. I've been waiting for 8 years now. People are gonna tip you what they're gonna tip you no matter what. There's really not too much extra or effort shit you can do. I think some people are set tippers and know what they're gonna tip. They're either gonna tip you like shit
That's
no
not
matter what
true.
you do. I think there's some people that are no matter what, you could be the worst waiter ever, they're still gonna tip you 20%. That's how I do it. I think that I think most people just have it preset in their mind how they're gonna tip people. That's what I think.
Do you know that when I was a server, I averaged 25 to 30%, and he can pull the numbers up.
Probably. I don't doubt it. Yeah.
So if Nico's serving as well, and he's only getting 19-20%, it's not, your argument is flawed. That people are going to tip you whatever they're going to tip you, because that's not true. If I go out personally with a date or my friends or whatever, if you suck, I'm giving you 20%.
Same.
If you're great, you're getting 30-35%.
Maybe. I always tip like 25% no matter what.
You're gonna say right now that you do your job better because you don't write it down? Is that what you're gonna say to me?
I think I do it the same as if I do write it down.
No way.
I think it's less effective.
I'm looking at it like this. You come
You
in.
have to work at like a place that has no modifications or doesn't allow modifications for that to even work.
Or,
You're coming in-
And this
or
is
a
coming
fucking,
from someone with a superior memory. I have a great memory with stuff like that. If you tell me 10 orders, I could probably remember them. I think people feel uncomfortable because I feel uncomfortable when I go into a place and she doesn't have it, because most people cannot remember those things.
It's straight up. It's service. It's part of the job. Your whole thing is to make sure that their experience is like grade A, top to bottom, from the time that they sit down to the time that they leave. Everything that they wanted, as much as you can get to that point, is what they got. So I think by you taking the steps, taking the action. Especially, it's not like if it was 2 people, that's one thing. If it's a fucking group of 5 or 6 people, you better have a pen and fucking
2
paper.
people's
'Cause
another thing. I can understand.
if you're a
two, but I
fucking
just
Harvard,
still don't agree.
yeah,
with
you better be a fucking Ivy League grad if you're gonna sit down and look at a fucking
Well, the
table of 6 and
problem
be
is
like,
if
yeah, I
you
don't
have a
need a
six
pen and
top,
pad.
and you get to, okay, I got your order, I got his order, now I get to you, and okay, he wanted to do like 4 different substitutions. Now you wanted to do, okay.
Well, what
you know,
about when
I'm
they when
vegan,
when you go to a
whatever.
steakhouse and you have to ask every single fucking person what temperature they want it cooked? You go to a nice steakhouse and now it's not even medium, medium rare, medium, medium
I
well.
think, well,
It's fucking medium plus, medium rare plus. Now you have even more things to remember. Plus you're going off sides. What the 18 different steaks you just had?
Can I be honest with you though? Steakhouses, your sections are way smaller. I was waitering on like 6
It doesn't
tables,
listen.
7
It doesn't
tables.
matter. It doesn't matter if you have one table. You cannot do that effectively.
I would
As you
disagree.
can if you write it down.
I
And
would disagree.
consistently
Well,
effective.
that's because you're an egomaniac.
Consistently.
You are an
effective,
egomaniac. You
No,
think
I'm
you
not.
walk in and people like the girls that she fucking needs a new change of underwear. That just because you remembered her fucking order. You know what she's saying?
I think it's
Thank
most-
fucking God.
I
Yeah,
think-
thank
Because she
God.
was fucking sweating bullets that you were gonna not put her steak in
I
correctly.
think
Thank
it's
God
the
my
most-
Cobb
I-
salad came out with
every
the salmon
time-
and not chicken.
Yes.
Jesus
I
Christ,
think
thank God.
it's the most innocuous thing ever, and I don't think people.
Every
Whatever
single
innocuous
Then
time.
they come
means.
over. Then they come over. Oh, I love when they just pop back over. They pop back over. They're just like, oh, did you say the spinach and artichoke dip too? And you're like, if you just wrote it down, you would not have to come back over.
Because I know it's awkward for you now that you have to come back to the fucking table
You
and,
made
and,
it
and
so
try
much
and
longer.
slickly ask. Because then that's gonna, you know what's gonna do to the rest of the table? Fuck, she forgot the spinach and artichoke dip. Did she forget that I said about something about my steak with this,
I
and
think
that?
you
It's
guys
like,
are really going.
I'm
down
telling
the
you right
rabbit hole
now,
with this.
I don't think
I-
so, because that's my.
You all go out to eat. You go out to eat pretty often, maybe once a week, maybe sometimes more, right? Or maybe
You're
not.
out 4 nights a week.
You're out 4 nights a week.
No, you are.
Nah, a couple nights. So you go out there, and I'm telling you, this is just a numbers game. 90% of the time, when I have someone that's not writing it down, they fuck it up. Now, granted, that's a lower number when they're writing it down. It still happens, obviously.
Can
even
I
when I-
tell you my first thought is they're gonna fuck this up.
That's my point.
Yeah,
You're sitting
yeah,
there
yeah,
like,
The first thing that comes into my mind if I see them taking the order, not writing it down.
I
when,
thought.
when they leave the table, I
You
will be the one to
sidebarred
look
with
at
your
everybody and I'll be
friends.
like, I just want you guys to know that your orders, my order, maybe, we're definitely gonna get it fucked up.
You
As soon as she walks away, I'm like, there's no way she's remembering that.
yeah,
That's
it's
the
the
first thing
same
I say
fucking
to the whole
thing.
thing. There's no way she's
There's no
remembering.
fucking way she
never
remembered
gonna
all that.
happen.
There's
Literally
no
your
fucking
There's
way.
too many
He or she.
people
We
are
keep
calling
saying
out-
she,
but
he or she, but
yes,
yeah, legit.
yes. There's no way they're remembering to call out this fucking kid. He wants to say he remembers everything. Guaranteed. Just people don't know he's fucking up. They're calling out, okay, I want a fucking Tito's Cosmo, right?
Yeah.
A Cosmo with Tito's. He's fucking putting in well, right? And they don't even fucking realize it. That's what's happening. He's making mistakes, and some people might not catch it.
Yeah.
He's definitely fucking making mistakes.
Can I add an extra layer to this?
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
for me, I'm someone who has food allergies. Right?
Ah, okay.
So I have food allergies. So let me tell you, when I go to a restaurant and the waiter or waitress takes my order and I specify my food allergies and they just nod at me and they don't mark that down on the
you're
thing,
worried.
I am very worried. Because now I'm
Absolutely.
saying, and now my whole safety is dependent on him remembering to verbally tell the chef or the cooking staff, and then I'm relying on the fact that they heard it, they took it into consideration. Now they're remembering it, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if I see them fucking write it down, and I know they're giving that slip, the cook is gonna see that.
Yeah,
the
you're
cook's
more
gonna know
comfortable.
there's an allergy. That maybe that's not how it works, but in my mind, that makes me more.
And even sometimes
comfortable.
in my mind, you know, like my mother drilled this into my head. Another place and the place I'm at now, it's no problem. First thing he's saying, hey, by the way, after the whole order, or if even before when you like in the greetings, does anyone have an allergy that I need to be concerned of? That's all.
Yeah.
if a waiter or waitress
absolutely.
asks me that before I have to say it, your tip just went up incrementally. I'll
See?
tell you that right
See?
now.
Yes,
But
because
the thing is, from the other perspective, it's like it's up to you to fucking tell me. I'm not just. That's not gonna be the first thing I.
You are serving them. You should be asking them.
What?
But
Nico, what do you like?
Okay.
If they want to.
Wait, Mark, put your mic up a little higher.
Sorry. If they want to put a fucking order in, It's up to you to tell me if you have a fucking allergy. I shouldn't have to pry it out of you.
No,
It'd be the first thing I tell my
It's
server.
not
I go,
prying.
hey, listen.
It's in
Yeah,
like
but
a
it doesn't
it's in
matter.
like a
It'd be the
green.
first
Yeah,
thing I
I'm
told
gonna
my
I'm gonna
server would
tell
be
you
like-
I'm gonna tell you anyway. But if you preemptively ask me, then I feel like I'm at an establishment that deals with this
And
and
they
knows how
care.
to deal with it. They
Yeah,
care
you're
about
under
it.
my-
Yeah.
you're under
People
my
want to
control.
feel
I got
comfortable.
you.
People want to feel comfortable going out to eat. That's all. That's the bottom
Yeah.
line. So that makes people feel comfortable that you are addressing their allergies. When someone comes over without that pad of paper, you're making people feel uncomfortable.
I don't even notice when people do it personally. Servers, I just don't even notice. I
But
really don't.
everyone here is telling you that people feel more comfortable, and you're still in your head thinking
No.
that's why you're an
great.
egomaniac.
I mean, that's great. It has nothing to do with being an egomaniac. I can remember fucking shit. I'm sorry. What do you want me to
Jay
say?
Fine wouldn't even step foot in your establishment if he found out that you were his fucking weight. I guarantee he's fucking dead.
That's great.
Anaphylaxis.
He's fucking
he's right. You better
He's
have that
bringing a fucking
yeah, you better
EpiPen.
have that EpiPen ready to roll. If you sit in
Ready to roll.
Mark Lewis's section, you better have your EpiPen. You're getting fucking well vodka. You're getting overdone cooked steak. That's what you're getting when you deal with him.
It's
is
like-
he doesn't
you
write
get-
shit
Marco-
down.
you get
Marco
treat
could have been an
shellfish
extra
on
in the
the
movie
stand.
waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Well, I think that's where he got it from. 'Cause
Yeah.
Justin Long was taking that on. He's like, "It's steel trap. I got it all." That's where he got it from.
Meanwhile, someone's brushing their pubes in the fucking mashed potatoes and mixing it up. Marco's like, yeah, that looks good. Give me that.
What yeah, I think that's about a wrap for the show though. I mean, I think that's a good one to end on. I think we had a great show again. Jay Fine somehow went and saved his father and then came back in the time length of the show, which is
I
like
think this is a
unbelievable.
3-hour one.
I know, wow. Is it really? What do we start at?
Maybe.
You just hit 2.5.
Okay,
all right.
wow. All right, so there we go.
All right.
That's episode 2 officially, right? Of
Yep,
Bad
that's
Brain?
correct.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
guys
right.
have any questions, you can email them to badbrainpod@gmail.com.
That's
.com.
badbrainpod@gmail.com.
Any questions?
It's badbrainpod
we'll
at
answer them
gmail.com.
live.
So
any
that's
questions, we'll answer them live.
that's like our mailbag email. So if you
Hotline.
have anything you see us want to talk about, anything like that, just go right there and you'll figure it all out. I want to thank the sponsors again, Sidelines and Uplift Provisions.
We accept nudes as well.
Now that you just open a fucking can.
Yeah,
of worms
you
with
just
that.
That's just
You're gonna
the
we ain't
dumbest
get
way.
What are you
fucking
talking-
dick pics
Yeah,
How
out
many
there.
dick
so
pics you gonna
stupid.
get now?
Yeah.
At Nico _
Yeah.
All
Hold
dick
on,
pics welcome.
Hold on, don't shut the
All
fuck up.
dick pics welcome.
All the
Yeah.
fuck.
He's like, "Please, man, just send me a dick pics. I'll do anything."
He's
No,
gonna be
pic.
grading dick pics
Dick
on the
pics.
next
Yeah,
episode
Dick
on a
pics not
score
warranted, please.
on a scale on a Mark Lewis scale,
Right.
0 to 100.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's a wrap for episode 2. We will see you guys next week.
Thank you.
She has that push to start feeling, have my finger on the button, and I'm ready to go. Your voice is all I'm hearing, it echoes in my head. All we have is time, feels like this is the